welcome to Southern Oak Stadium here on the campus of Jacksonville University. I use the term evening lightly. It is a nice 95 degrees here in Northeast Florida as we get set for another National Premier Soccer League matchup between your Jacksonville Armada men's under-23 team and the Miami Dutch Lions FC, making the trip up here to Northeast Florida to take on the Fleet. I am Stuart Weber. I'll have your action for you here tonight on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, and this is the first matchup for the Jacksonville Armada since a week ago when right back here at Southern Oak Stadium they defeated the New Orleans Jesters 3-1. The question is, can they keep that momentum going as this season rolls on? Only 3 matches remain in this season, 2 against these Miami Dutch Lions and then 1 on the road against the New Orleans Jesters. I had a chance to talk to Captain Paul Danner last week just about what was clicking right now for this Jacksonville Armada team.
I think we have top quality players, but also top characters in the team. And sometimes that is even more important than the quality on the field. And I think you see in the games that we just played together and for each other, especially in the last minutes. We won for everyone on the pitch.
As we continue the pre-match show right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, your keys to the game are coming up next. This Jacksonville Armada broadcast is presented by Alive Credit Union, inspiring financial wellness. People helping people is at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry. We still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jacks 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
New to town or always been in town? Everyone is always looking for a good pizza place. Our place is Donato's Pizza. We love it and still do love it. When I tell my family I'm coming to Donato's, they say, wait a minute, you got to order some for us. So this is not all for me. Let me tell you what the Martinos get when we put an order in. Well, pepperoni pizza, we usually get more than one of these. And then there's the works. a little bit of everything. And then this is the pizza that can be polarizing for some out there. I don't know why. Hawaiian pizza. Some love it, some don't. At Donato's, you're going to love it, especially with that cinnamon sprinkled on top. Try the pizza my family likes or try your favorite. Right now, you can use the code Brent20 and get 20% off your order. Every viewer and listener is important to us, and at Donato's Pizza, every piece is important. From fresh ingredients to the dedicated team members and you, the valued customer. Donato's Pizza, where every piece comes together for a winning combination. Jack's Beach and Mandarin locations. Donato's Pizza, every piece is important.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com. When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. Hey, welcome back to Southern Oaks Stadium on the campus of Jacksonville University, the site of tonight's NPSL matchup between the Jacksonville Armada and Miami Dutch Lions FC. And as we often do in this game, we brought on a striker. We bring in Jamal Johnson now on the pre-match show to get you ready for this thing. And look, we've got some keys to this game that are really going to dictate whether or not the Armada can come out with 3 points. I feel like every time we come up with these keys, they always directly relate to how the game goes. So let's get to your keys to the game, and let's start with this one. Hey, it is a brand new game because we saw what happened with Global Soccer Pathways. Huge win the first time we met. Second time, huge disappointment.
Absolutely.
They beat Miami at their place 4-0. You got to wipe that slate clean for this matchup today.
Absolutely, with adjustments, with time schedules, you know, and more games in some weekends, you've got to realize that every game counts. Every game matters. And from one game to the next, there might not be that consistency there. But I think this Armada squad is well capable of going out there. And I mean, I want to say that they'll go out there and get themselves a result tonight.
All right, your second key is all about supporting that back line, helping out the defense, doing everything you can to help Callum Frogson and Paul Danner. It's a little bit of a different formation. We'll get into that with our starting lineups in a few minutes, but it's all about helping that back line and those two central defenders.
Yeah, most definitely. Yeah, there's Callum Frogson there is a player that we're very happy to see back in the squad. You know, he's an astute character. He's done very well from coming in this summer. But that back four lineup, I think, is more focused on putting more numbers in the midfield. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they react to it and seeing what the changes are.
And our final key, release the Dragons. I'm not talking about House of the Dragon. That's HBO tomorrow. I'm talking about the fact that we have two Drexel Dragons in the starting lineup. Giancarlo Vaccaro has been a mainstay in this roster for years, and Antonio Illuminato, one of his college teammates. Get these new guys in their first appearance of the year involved quickly.
Oh, most definitely. Players that can make an impact. If you're talking about players that can make an impact, Gianluca Vaccaro, he's done it for years now, as you said. I'm very excited to see them both play. And with that relationship, I'm sure they'll bring a really, really strong impression on this game. All
right, well, we've given away a little bit of the starting lineup with those two guys. We'll bring you the rest of the starting lineup coming up next right here on the Jacksonville Armada pre-match show right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
Thank you for making Action News Jax the best in Jax and Folio's Best of Jax 2023. Best TV station, Best TV newscast, Best TV morning show. Chandler Morgan voted Best TV anchor. The Chief, Mike Burrish, voted Best meteorologist. And Brent Martineau voted Best TV sports anchor. And while you're on the go, Best news website. And Best local blog, The Burrish Blog. Thank you for making Action News Jax local coverage you can count on.
What started out as better people, better projects just keeps getting, well, better. That's Better Exterior Solutions, ready to help you create a better outdoor experience. Check this out. Motorized pergolas are the latest in technology to transform your outdoor space. Beautiful day? Let the sun shine through. Summer rainstorm? These pergola systems close automatically to keep the weather out. From residential to commercial uses, Better Exterior Solutions has products customized to meet virtually any existing architectural structure. With retractable awnings, screens, and hurricane shutters too, if you want unparalleled quality and expertise, you need Better Exterior Solutions. Get a free estimate by visiting betterexteriors.com or calling 904-902-4999. Better Exterior Solutions. Experience better.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you can earn. Just imagine.
Everyone loves a good game night. Here you don't have to be the host. You don't have to clean up. They bring the food and drinks to you, and you can watch whatever you want on the big screens. It's more than a card room. It's a night full of fun with friends. Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and now the newest location here in St. Augustine, right off 95 at exit 311. A brand new clean room, a full bar and menu, my favorite sushi in town. And I love the fries too. You don't have to just play poker at Best Bet. That's why I come over here to the table games and play one card poker. That's a pretty good card and a win. One card poker is like war as a kid, you against the dealer. And this isn't the only fun table game to play. A friendly staff, a lot of fun. It's a good night out at Best Bet Jacksonville Orange Park in the newest location in St. Augustine. You can be a serious player or a novice. It doesn't matter. If winning equals fun, you're a winner every time at Best Bet. I'll save you a seat, and I'll see you down here at Best Bet St. Augustine.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
The friendliest golf course in town, the Golf Club at Southampton. Local golfers have no shortage of options when it comes to picking a course to play here in Northeast Florida year-round. Yet time and time again, I find myself here at the Golf Club at Southampton. Easy to get to off 210 in St. Johns County. It's family-owned and operated and renowned for being one of the area's most player-friendly. That's just one of the reasons we hold the Action Sports Jax Dream 18 charity golf tournament here each fall. The Mark McCumber design layout is great for all skill levels of golfers, from the guys who bomb it a mile on the range to golfers like me who are just happy to put it in the fairway, which Southampton has very accommodating fairways. And if you need new clubs, come down to the Pro Shop. They'll fit you up and get you a nice new set, like they did for me. For more information on membership or to book a tee time and see for yourself, head over to golfsouthampton.com or call the clubhouse at 904-287-7529. The Golf Club at Southampton. It's the official home of the Action Sports Jax Dream 18. Make it your home for golf, too. And welcome back to Southern Oak Stadium here on the campus of Jacksonville University. Big NPSL matchup tonight for your Jacksonville Armada men's under-23 team as they take on the Miami Dutch Lions FC. I'm Stuart Weber along with Jamal Johnson here to bring you all the action tonight right here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. We're excited about this one. This is a good opportunity for the Armada against a team that they beat 4-0 down in South Florida earlier this season. Let's take a look at your starting lineups, and we'll start with the visitors from South Florida, the Miami Dutch Lions FC. Although the name's a bit of a misnomer, there's only one Dutch player in the start. We have as many Dutch players in our booth as we do on the starting lineup of the other team, but I digress. Goalkeeper tonight for the visitors, Tommy Wallace. Your back line consists of Gabriel Obletter, Randy Hernandez, Marco Visser, and Urok Cho. In the midfield, Nick de Jong, there's your Dutch guy, Connor McKay, and Nicola Ferraro. Koche Ebisua, David Sanfilippo, and Luca Ferraro are up top for the Miami Dutch Lions FC. So some good players there, according to their staff. A few tongue twisters. We'll have some fun with that, as we always do. Look, that's the game. That's soccer, man. Absolutely. We're going to get some international names. By the way, we'll get into a big international flair for the lineup for the Armada a little bit later on. But let's take a look at your Jacksonville Armada starting 11. And once again, between the pipes, it will be the Frenchman Jeremy Costi. His back line consists of Micah Thomas, Paul Danner, Callum Frogson, and Nick Erb. In the midfield, Antonio Illuminato, Sebastian Zettel, and Toby McCallum. And up top for your Jacksonville Armada, Giancarlo Vaccaro, Noah Kavif, and Oliver Moeller-Jensen. So we got some new names in that lineup, some exciting names, some guys who should be able to score some goals here tonight for the Jacksonville Armada. We're going to bring you the national anthem coming up next, and then we're going to get this thing started right here at Southern Oak Stadium. Can't wait to bring you tonight's NPSL matchup. For Jamal Johnson, I'm Stuart Weber. That's the pre-match show. We'll bring you the broadcast coming up next. The Jacksonville Armada would like to thank LPT Realty for their continuing support.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com.
It's hard to put a price on comfort, especially when you use that comfort on a daily basis. But if we're going to put a price on it, how does the lowest price guaranteed sound? Furniture Source is going to have the biggest brands, whether it's Ashley, Casper, or Tempur-Pedic, and once again, it's going to be the guaranteed lowest price in Jacksonville. Right now, my friends at Furniture Source are going to give you the ultimate hookup because all month long, they're making their inventory wholesale price. Check out their markdowns up to 50% off. And remember, since it's Furniture Source, you're getting the guaranteed lowest prices in Florida or your money back. Don't have the cash on you right now? It's no worry. Shop endless options to suit your style and budget and enjoy 36 months off with no interest financing. Why use your money when you can use theirs? Whether it's beds, couches, tables, or chairs, Furniture Source is going to have exactly what you're looking for. Shop the lowest prices in Jacksonville guaranteed. Find the location nearest you at FurnitureSourceJacks.com.
I've been telling you about CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing for a long time now. Their drinking water systems remove up to 99% of contaminants. We've had a Connecticut water softener and drinking water system in our home for more than 7 years. You can see the difference whether you're washing clothes, the dishes, or what I like to do most, fill this up for some coffee every morning, and mostly all day. Remember, if you're not filtering your water, you are the filter. Don't be the filter. Right now, you can save $1,000 or more when you bundle the Connecticut Premier Softener with a Connecticut K5 drinking water system. The experts at CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing will test your water for free and determine your water score. Don't know your water score? CGC will find out and recommend the appropriate Connecticut water treatment solutions so you can improve it. Call 904-552-1242 or visit cgcwater.com. Financing options available with approved credit. CGC Water Treatment and Plumbing, an authorized independent Connecticut dealer. Florida license number CFC 1432579.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
A new day, a new traffic headache. But Action News Jax traffic expert Maritza Ross is here to guide all kinds of daily drivers, like the traffic dodgers.
Don't worry, I'm going to get you around this mess on I-95.
The side street seekers.
Now you can exit early on 17 due to
the last-minute leavers.
If you're getting a late start this morning, here are your fastest routes.
So let Maritza save you time on Action News Jax this morning.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jax 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jax and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop. International soccer returns to Jacksonville this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world here in Northeast Florida as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs West Ham and Wolves take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tickets are on sale now for as low as $35 at statesidecup.com. All right, the players have made their way out to the pitch. That means we are getting closer and closer to the start of this NPSL matchup between your Jacksonville Armada under-23 men's side in the blue this evening, the boys in blue, taking on the Miami Dutch Lions FC. Stuart Weber here along with Jamal Johnson, and we'll be bringing you all the action tonight right here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. As always, shout out to Section 904 for being out here in the heat. Let's go to the national anthem now, sung tonight by Katrina Alexis. And that was Katrina Alexis performing tonight's national anthem. I know she's been doing the anthem for us for a couple of years now. Every time she does it, she does a wonderful job. So another excellent performance there by Katrina Alexis.
Absolutely, absolutely. Always good to see her.
Jamal, how excited are you for this matchup tonight? I know it's a short season. That's the weird thing about this league. So every match is just an exciting day to come out to the field and to see these boys in blue in action.
Absolutely, and it means something to the guys as well. They always go out there and want to perform, put their best foot forward. Every single match counts, as you said. But I'm super excited with the introduction of Vaccaro again back into this side. I think that, over the weeks now, we've been able to see that the team is able to create. The team is able to break lines, go forward, get chances in front of goal. I think Vaccaro will add a different kind of an element to it today, dropping off a little bit deeper, picking up the ball in possession. I know we've gone with a back four tonight with Micah Thomas and Nick Herb playing outside back, but there will still be that same pattern of play to where you'll see fullbacks getting forward and around. And Giancarlo Vaccaro is definitely a player that's able to break through, turn, and create, pushing the ball in behind, getting the ball in between lines. So it'll be exciting to see him play.
And there you see Sebastian Zettel. He will be wearing the captain's armband this evening. I think that is one of the cool things about this year's squad as well. And I really think it kind of happened when Ethan Dudley went up to MLS Next Pro, is that instead of having that one major voice at the top of the pyramid, now you have 5, 6, 7 guys who are capable of being that leader, of wearing that captain's armband, and it's been really good for both their development and the team's development as well.
Yeah, being able to take that responsibility is growth. It's growth, right? And it's part of what this league is, development. And, this is the step in between now to where they're making leaps and bounds, moving forward towards what their end goal is, which is to play professionally or, just to the top of whatever they can be, right? And the best that they can be. And these are the opportunities now for the likes of Sebastian Zettel. Go out there, be able to, dictate what goes on in the game, be able to control the tempo of the game, and be able to piece together things so your team can win.
Would love to see him put together another piece of brilliance like he did a week ago. What a beautiful ball in to
Unreal.
Oliver Moeller Jensen, the one goal in the run of play for the Jacksonville Armada, and it was gorgeous. So we get the whistle ready to kick this thing off, and we are underway at Southern Oak Stadium. Again, this is Stuart Weber along with Jamal Johnson on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network, bringing you NPSL soccer. Wherever you're watching, however you're watching, thank you so much for tuning in this evening, either on the Action News Jacks app or the website or maybe on your smart TV. You can do that, by the way. Just go download the Action News Jacks Now app on your TV, and you can stream it right there on that 24/7 link. So all the many ways. Here's a quick forward for Giancarlo Vaccaro, but the flag is up. Maybe a little too quick as he is called offside here in the first minute. I feel like they were trying to do their best Albania impression here and score in the first minute. Albania with the fastest ever Euro goal, 23 seconds against Italy. Now, of course, Italy came back to win 2-1, but what a moment that was here earlier today.
Yeah, I was getting a lot of text message about it earlier on, and it's just like, how do you respond to that?
They did. They scored twice in the first 15 minutes.
But that just shows the level of professionalism, and the level of belief within a team. Like, if we go down one goal, we're gonna come back.
There's Connor McKay pushing forward for the Miami Dutch Lions. Excited to see the Dutch in action here coming up in the Euros as we speak on that. My squad.
Yeah.
When do your Englishmen take the field?
Tomorrow
as well.
Tomorrow, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, it's a big day tomorrow. Well, it's been a fantastic start to it. From a footballer's, neutral perspective, it's been great. It's been so excited. I've been excited for months now.
Yeah.
Getting ready for it, but. Yeah, it's going to be a big game for England tomorrow.
This is such a cool time of this year, especially with we basically get double dips. I mean, we've got Euro going on, and then next week Copa America gets going. So if you love the game, you got plenty of opportunities to watch it, which is pretty cool. And we'll talk more about that here as the evening rolls along. As you take a look at the Jacksonville Armada, there's Micah Thomas set to throw it in. Nice long throw in into the middle of the field. Finds Antonio Illuminato. Out to the outside. That's Vaccaro, making his first appearance for the year. He and Illuminato, a pair of teammates at Drexel, where they play for the Dragons. Of course, Vaccaro has a rich history here with the Jacksonville Armada, has scored quite a few goals for the team. Here's Danner looking long, but headed away by that back line. That's Gabriel Obletter for Miami.
And as we're seeing now, Micah Thomas is still being able to get higher and get forward with Vaccaro coming inside, leaving that space on the outsides for him to get up and down the line.
We were a little curious how that would go. Here's Zettel, middle of the field. Now ahead to Vaccaro. Beautiful footwork to get by one. Into the 18 he goes, sends a cross, cleared away by Miami. Micah Thomas will track it down over by the sideline, let it roll out for a throw-in.
So elusive with the ball, isn't he? We've seen it year after year with him. When he gets in those positions, in that inside left position, he just is able to ghost past defenders.
Here's a long throw in towards that end line, cleared out by McKay. As a reminder, that goal right there, not in play. The warm-up goal. Can you imagine if there was 4 goals out there in a match?
Oh, my word.
That'd be great for you.
A lot more goals,
you
goals.
would love that as a striker. You would not be mad about it at all. So, yeah, we're getting our kind of first look here at how Jacksonville is going to deploy this formation that stacks up a little differently from what we're used to under head coach Tommy Krzanovich, and I do love that. I love the fact that they're giving something to go here. Taking a look as you see Tommy Wallace a little frantic on the clear there, the keeper for Miami.
I think what it is really
Here's a turnover. Here's Illuminato. Ahead now. OMJ. Pushing forward. Gets by a defender. Sends a cross. Onto the foot, but over the top from Noah Kavif.
2 players that are able to just do anything with the ball right now. Oliver Muller-Jensen gets it on the inside right and is just able to shift gears, getting past the defender there and put in a brilliant little cutback ball. Just a finish there from Kafif. I'm not too sure whether he's ready for it, but it is a little bit behind him.
It's funny you say that. I was watching them do that drill in pregame, and every time in the drill, the first guy always let it go through for the second guy. And there was a second guy waiting there. So I'm sure that Toby McCallum, I think is who that was behind, is probably like, come on, man. We just did the drill. Let her fall to me.
When you've got that number 9 shirt on, though, it's a little bit different.
Yeah. You want to take a rip. Here's a ball ahead by Kavif, falling down, but gets it forward to Oliver Muller-Jensen, tracks it down. Now he'll look for some help. Finds it in the form of Nick Erb on the wing. Erb, little cutback. Jacksonville has numbers pushed forward. See if they try to get Miami to withdraw a little bit.
It's a dominant first 5 minutes, right? I've not even seen the Dutch Lions have a touch of the ball yet.
Here's Micah Thomas just carving through traffic like he's on I-95. Foul is called against Miami, who has to grab him just to prevent the 19-year-old from making his run to the box. That's Connor McKay again. Early on, number 15's been the most involved in this defense for Miami. It'll be Illuminato to take it. 24-year-old from Cardito, Italy. Playing in that kind of forward midfield spot. Perhaps the creator. High ball into the box. Finds one head. Knocked down for a moment. And still alive. Chased down beautifully by Paul Danner. That's a defenseman doing work in the box. Centers it. Cleared out by Miami, but this will fall out for a throw-in right next to the corner flag for the Jacksonville Armada.
As soon as they win it back, they're giving it away. It's a very, very difficult game they're trying to play right now.
Nick Erb gets it back after the throw-in. This one trickles away from him. All the way to San Filippo. Now to the middle of the field. Here's Ferraro, Luca Ferraro. There's 2 Ferraros on this roster, brothers, Nicolo and Luca.
First time in the off for Miami.
And now they push it forward. Down towards the end line, looking to cross, gets poked away. And looks like he got it off of the Miami player. This will be a goal kick for Jacksonville. Well done by Thomas. You take a look at Jeremy Costi. He's playing between the pipes here for the Jacksonville Armada this evening. He has been a good goalkeeper so far this season, has certainly showed his worth through the course of this one. Excited to see how he does in some of our competitive matchups as this thing pushes forward with the potential for playoffs on the horizon. That's when that player has to really step up his game.
Absolutely, yeah, and I think he's done well. I think he's going to be going into that part of the season with a lot of confidence.
Here's Jacksonville at midfield taken down. That'll be a foul. As Giancarlo Vaccaro hops back to his feet, you take a look at Tommy Krzanovich, head coach for your Jacksonville Armada. looking to get another victory here tonight, and it's a huge one. I mean, there's only 3 matches left in this regular season for the Jacksonville Armada. They find themselves at the top of the table in what has been a lot of parity in this league. Everybody is beating everybody so far this season, and that's been a lot of fun to watch because you never know how a result is going to go. Pensacola FC had been top of the table, but then they split a pair of matches against newcomer Columbus United. Here's Nick Erb down the near side. Not enough touch on that one, but able to get it back. OMJ battling for a ball there as well. Falls to the middle. There's Zettel. Heads it forward. Here's Giancarlo Vaccaro. Nice little ball ahead to Zettel. Zettel on the far side. Looking for options into the box. Finds the foot of Kavit. First touch just a little heavy and falls away from him. Still alive. Now sent ahead to Oliver Muller Jensen. Centers. Oh, beautiful ball. Goes across the face of goal. Just nobody there. Lucky for Tommy Wallace as that one falls harmlessly across the end line. It'll be a goal kick.
Little bit of ingenuity here coming in from Oliver Muller Jensen. Just tried to slash a ball across the face. Khabib, you'd really want your number 9 trying to get on the end of something, but I mean, it's a first-time ball back inside the box. I'm sure he wasn't aware. But another chance.
I mentioned that top of the table. Well, Jacksonville and Pensacola have identical 4-1 and 2 records. By the way, the league kind of operates on a points per game basis. So just in case you have a matchup, as you get a foul there against Miami, if you have a team that can't play a matchup or 2, it'll go by points per game. So if you only got 9, it still goes by average as opposed to the team that gets the full 10. So for Jacksonville and Pensacola at the top right now, with Naples United at 3-1 and 2 right behind. Here on the far side is Vaccaro, help from Thomas. Knocked away momentarily from Miami, but only as far as Danner. Onto the head of Kavit, but right to Wallace. That was a nifty little play there as well by the center forward for Jacksonville from Norway, Noah Kavit.
Similar opportunity here. Great ball in again from Zettel. He just got that capability of putting a brilliant ball inside the box. Deft touch over the shoulder, just flicks and tries to glance it into the far corner. Unluckily, on this occasion, it just ends up in the goalkeeper's hands.
Very similar, by the way, to that goal from a week ago from Zettel to Muller Jensen. Here's Erb with the giveaway, but fouled in the process by number 13, Gabriel Obletter. That'll be a Jacksonville free kick.
I love the energy of the 2 fullbacks early on in this game. It's just putting that Miami structure on the back foot. You know, they can't get out. They can't get out down the sides. They can't get out going forwards. Very, very difficult. Very, very difficult to play against when fullbacks are getting forward that way.
And we were a little wondering, you know, going from 3 to kind of 2 central defenders there, what this was going to look like. And so far we've seen it. I mean, we've seen the help come for Frogson and Danner when they move up, as McCallum and Zettel have certainly been able to do that. But they haven't been afraid to go up, which has been good to see as they get involved, the 2 back midfielders here. Here's Toby McCallum, the Scottish native, brought down by Thomas. Has Vaccaro there. Vaccaro being hounded, but hangs on to it, and he'll look for some help. Finally gets to it. Vaccaro's going to log some miles now. He's a guy who doesn't mind running around the pitch all the game long.
Yeah, he just wants a lot of the ball, doesn't he? He just wants the ball at his feet all the time, so he can showcase his skills. I mean, that's what good players do.
Here's a long ball ahead to Kavit. See if he can keep it in. Cannot, as that one goes just a little too strong for Kavit to catch up to it. You see section 904 there in the distance here to once again support the boys in blue as the Miami Dutch Lions and Lucas Martirana come to town to try and take on the Jacksonville Armada.
It's a great opportunity for them also, you know, coming away from home, trying to get a result. I think that they've done, you know, not too bad with regards to defensive shape, trying to overload the midfield to stop them from being able to play through the lines in the middle of the park, but they still obviously are going to be susceptible of that area down the sides, which Armada, you know, always capitalize on. As soon as they see some space down the sides, they get into it.
Here's Zettel. Ahead, finds Oliver Muller Jensen, just gets past him. He'll chase it down into the corner. Now turns it back, looks, keeps it, drops it back to Nick Erb with a centering pass. This will fall back to Erb after a little hesitation there from the Miami forward. Here's some pressure on Callum Frogson. One of our first opportunities to say Callum's name, the Nottingham, England native, playing in that back line. He's a player you like, and not just because he's English.
Yeah, no, he's.
But you also like that he's English.
Yeah, I mean, of course. But I mean, he's been fantastic. Here's an opportunity.
Here's Thomas. Poked away by Miami. Nice job by their defense. And they saved the whistle there.
It's just great play again from the Armada. Winning back possession, keeping possession, waiting for things to happen, just being patient on the ball. Here's
nice
a gap.
Through ball. Pushing forward. And now across, Nick Erb. Might have wanted him to just take a rip there. You've got a nice clear path. Erb keeps it alive. This will go out, and this will be a goal kick for Miami. Don't be afraid to take a shot. We don't mind.
Yeah, I mean, that's when you're in those wide areas and you're picking up the ball. I think he's probably got into the routine. You even see him in the warm-up of just getting it in those areas and crossing in. So he's just sort of in that mode right now. I need to get a crossing. I need to get a crossing.
You need that Jamal Johnson mentality.
Take a chance, mate. 40 yards out. If it's there, mate, I'm taking a rip.
12 seconds into the game. I don't care. I'm taking a rip. Let's go. Why not? A little over the back foul there called against Frogs, and it'll be a free kick for Miami. We mentioned how this league operates on a points-per-game basis. Well, Miami's only had 3 matches this season. We're already at the point where Jacksonville has just 3 matches left of its 10 for the summer.
Unbelievable.
Miami has played just 3 times this year.
Is it just awful weather that games haven't been able to get played, or
it's just different scheduling? It's interesting. I believe they work on a model of bringing in European players, and it has something to do with that calendar. Here's a ball sent in by Nicolo Ferraro. Some contact in the box, but this one will be knocked out, and a corner kick for the visitors from Miami. Our first Campione Law corner of the match. Campione Law, champions for justice. So Miami has the 1 win this year over Global Soccer Pathways, a couple defeats, including that 4-0 defeat against Jacksonville 2 weeks ago down in South Florida. That was their last game. They haven't played in 2 weeks. But tonight they get an opportunity here in Northeast Florida. Corner kick coming for Miami. High in-swinging ball, top of the 6, headed away. Poked back in, but right to Costi as Nick de Jong, the one Dutch player on the Dutch Lions, sends it to Costi. I mean, I'd be more upset if there was none. You got to have somebody with a Dutch name in there if you're going to be the Dutch Lions. I feel like we need somebody with a good nautical name. Or the Armada, or the Fleet. We need somebody with some water to it, right?
What name would you think?
I don't know. Frogs live in the water, so we got Callum Frogson. Does that count?
Not really, but
okay. Well, we do have some terrific names on this team. I love Giancarlo Piccaro's name. It just rolls off the tongue.
Oliver Mully Jensen.
OMJ. We resorted at times to just throwing out the OMJ once we get to it. Here's a through ball
pass
ahead to Illuminato. Still in the middle. Here's Giancarlo Vaccaro working his way towards the 18. Still on his foot. Back to Illuminato. Trying the 1-2 game between he and Vaccaro. Instead, it falls back to that back line for Jacksonville. You mentioned it. I mean, the vast majority of this first 15 minutes has been on the feet of the boys in blue as they have another foray into the attack. But that ball from Thomas just quite can't get to Giancarlo Vaccaro. They get it right back, though. Illuminato.
Beautiful. There's your space.
Now to Vaccaro. Sends that cross in, looking for the feet of Kavit. Kind of got his feet tangled with the defender there, it looked like, and wasn't able to get a clean strike on it. But they're going to say this is a goal kick. Looks like a goal kick. Let's take another look.
Finds it in a great area again, Gianluca Vaccaro. And Kafif, you just half second, you blink, opportunity's gone. It just shows you the amount of pressure there is in those moments. You've got to be on it. You've got to have that level of urgency. There's a corner, though.
So this actually is a Campione Law corner. It'll be Sebastian Zettel set to take it. A lot of Armada players inside that 6. Here's Zettel. On his right foot, high in swinging ball, goes to Wallace. He punches it away. Let's see if Miami breaks the other way.
Chance here,
Yeah, ball ahead. They have the numbers. They've got a player up there, but the reason they have the number is because he was offside. That's David Sanfilippo, who was behind that back line of the defense, and results in the flag being raised on that far side.
The last thing you want on a breakout opportunity is just to run straight offside.
And that's what happened. It's not what we're looking for there.
Yeah, sometimes he's just got to be a little bit more aware of his areas.
Jacksonville under duress there. Luca Ferraro being a pest in the best kind of way. You love to see it. Those players just getting after a defenseman if you're a forward. Make them make a mistake. Here's a ball into the middle for Jacksonville.
Kafif does absolute wonders to make something out of that.
Standing at 6'2", he's an imposing figure in the middle of that lineup.
Brilliant.
Nice ball, but just a little too far over the line, and that'll be a goal kick for Miami. But yeah, you mentioned it. Kavif is able to really get his body in there as that number 9 player and use his physicality to wrestle it away from defenders and set up his teammates. We saw it right there as a terrific example.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned it earlier on in the season. The real missing factor or the missing link within a couple of the bad results is that Kafif wasn't there and available. He makes such an impact on the game because of his size, and I know it's terrible to say. You know, he's just a big lad who's moving, you know, getting around and make himself a nuisance, but it makes such a big impact when you're going forwards.
Without a doubt. Here's Oliver Moeller Jensen here on the near side. He'll send across after drawing quite a few white shirts, but a lot of support there in the middle for Jacksonville. This ball sent on by Miami, and this could be trouble. Costi, it was a little dicey there right towards the edge of the box.
No, he had it all under control.
Okay,
He'll definitely tell you he had it all under control.
Never,
anyway.
never a doubt, right?
Tommy's probably just on the sideline with his heart in his mouth right now.
Toby McCallum now for Jacksonville, pushing his way forward. Appreciate everybody joining us here tonight on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. As a reminder, the name isn't just 24/7 for a reason. We've got programming on 24 hours, 7 days a week. Be sure to catch us during the week. We, of course, have some great programming. Miller and Moulton every morning, 6 to 10 a.m. Brett and Austin Show taking a couple weeks off for summer vacay as you get a takeaway here by Miami, but taken right back by Jacksonville. Well done by Illuminato to pick the pocket there of Luca Ferraro. Ball sent long, but a little too long, and Thomas judged to be offside. So Miller and Moulton, 6 to 10. Brent and Austin takes a couple of weeks off, but we're actually going to be playing some of the best of for the University of North Florida, including a few soccer matches. So from that 10 to 1 o'clock slot over the next 2 weeks, we'll play 10 of the greatest UNF games over this past season across all sports. So baseball, soccer, volleyball, we got a little bit of everything in there. Be sure to check that out here over the next couple weeks.
Fantastic.
Good stuff coming up on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Of course, we'll have some Armada matches for you here down the stretch, as all home games are being broadcast this year on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. So that's why you got to download the app. Don't just click the link. Although the link is easy. We like the link. We want you to download the app as well. Here's DeYoung to the outside. Taken away by McCallum. McCallum weaving his way through. Gets a little assist there by Micah Thomas running in. A little midfield battle now between the white and the blue of Jacksonville and Miami. This ball sent long, but it'll fall all the way to Tommy Wallace. 42. 42 is an odd keeper number. You don't see that one all that often.
42 for a keeper?
42 for the keeper. Have you seen that before? Usually you get the 1, you get the 12. You get, like, what, 22 sometimes?
It must mean something. It's got to mean something.
It's got to mean something to
it. It is probably the first time I've seen it up.
Yeah.
Top of the
Here's Obletter. Lets it rip from distance, but well wide of the goal. That'll be a goal kick for Jacksonville.
I'm trying to think of a professional player that wears the number 42. I know Foden's was 47 coming into the Man City squad. Not too sure of many others in the 40s.
You know, in baseball, nobody wears number 42.
Does it only go to
Jackie Robinson's number? They retired it across the entire Major League Baseball.
Of course.
But one day a year, on Jackie Robinson Day, everybody wears 42. It's not confusing at all. I'm glad they don't do it in soccer. Here's a push forward by Cho. U-Rock Cho. But this will fall and falls out for a corner kick for Miami. So good work there by number 8, U-Rock Cho.
U-Rock Cho. Making things happen.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
And this will be a Campione Law corner coming up for the visitors from Miami, the Dutch Lions. They got the Dutch orange. I know the road matchup down in South Florida. They had the whole all orange kit, which that's my Euro team. So I love that.
Have you got a jersey or not?
I do. I have a couple.
Yeah.
I got an orange one and a blue one.
Nice. I like the blue one as well. Blue one's
nice. little talking to from our head official to make sure everyone's keeping it on the up and up down there inside the box. Good opportunity here for Miami on the set piece. Let's see if they capitalize. 23rd minute. Little medium in swinging, actually out swinging ball there, kind of towards the spot, headed away.
The word that you're looking for is fade.
Fade? A fade?
Yeah, a bit of fade on it.
Okay, put a little fade on it. Here's a ball into the 18, still alive.
As well.
Finally cleared out by Jacksonville. I think a fade in golf terms. That's one of the many shots I cannot complete.
Oh, that's the difficulty levels up there, right? On that
shank,
one.
just shank. Everything's a shank for me.
In the trees it goes.
In the trees.
Or in the houses, one of
or the beach, you know, wherever it goes. Here's DeYoung on the near side for Miami. Ball's deflected, still alive.
Frogs in there as well, getting there clear. Oh, Zettel, sorry.
Poked ahead by Hernandez. Now on the far side, Micah Thomas defending for Jacksonville. Still alive. Here's Hernandez looking to cross, but too late. Goes across the end line. Will be a goal kick for Jacksonville. Randy Hernandez there for the visitors. For those just tuning in, starting lineups, if you missed it, playing tonight for the Miami Dutch Lions. Tommy Wallace in goal. Yurok Cho, Randy Hernandez, Marco Visser, and Gabriel Obletter. Nick DeYoung, Connor McKay, Nicola Fadado, Luca Fadado, the brothers. They told me it's got a rolling R. I can't roll the R very well. Here's Micah Thomas, David Sanfilippo, and Koshi Ebisua. So Thomas with the cross.
What a ball that is.
Right to Oliver Muller Jensen. Once again, eludes a defender to Kavit. It's up in the air, and finally Wallace falls on it. Oh, if he just could have gotten a solid connection on there. Instead, it just fluttered off his foot.
Right place, right time. Fantastic ball across, raking ball across over to Oliver Muller Jensen. Here's a deft touch to get past his defender again. Eludes the defender again. Cut back. And you just want more of a finish on it, you know, just a couple steps to the right so you can get a better angle to execute your finish. But Kafif there, another opportunity gone begging.
That's Marco Visser there in defense, number 16.
Not for lack of trying, though, you know. The Armada is causing a lot of problems. Just to think of it now, we're 25 minutes in, and I think they've got probably around 12, final third entries that have ended up getting into the 18-yard box with either a cross or a shot on goal. So, I mean, they're doing really well. Chancing behind here as well.
Here is Kavit, 1v1 with the defender. Keeps it alive,
now
but right to Oliver Muller Jensen. Cuts it back, sends a cross, but nobody there. Another great look.
It's just chance after chance here, isn't it? It's just chance after chance. And here it is again. Ball drops out again to Muller Jensen, and again he's able to just goes past defenders, arms in the chest, strike across goal.
All Obletter can do is just kind of shove him away because he's beaten at that point. And we have seen this so many times from Oliver Muller Jensen. Perhaps one of his best attributes is that ability in a 1v1 to absolutely befuddle his defender.
Absolutely. Wrong-footed, going inside, going outside. You do not know how to defend against him. It's exactly the same with Vaccaro on the opposite side. Defender's nightmare.
So that was a good chance there out of nothing for Jacksonville. Foul at midfield. They'll play it quickly. Nick Erb sends the ball long.
Great little ball.
Oliver Muller Jensen, another cross. This one onto the foot and into the back of the net. Sebastian Zettel makes it 1-0 for the Jacksonville Armada.
Top level stuff again. Nick Herb with a brilliant entry pass through. Sees the run from his mate Oliver Muller Jensen just in front of him. Slides him in. Absolutely perfectly timed pass. Gets in behind, and it's just a square pass across to Zettel in the right place, right time. Striker couldn't do it. I'll get myself in the box and get my name on the score sheet. Zettel, there you go, mate.
And it finally works, that beautiful cross into the box. Look, he had the second guy behind him again.
Kafif's like, leave it for me, leave it for me.
But he didn't leave it last time, so that's what happens, right?
That's it.
You see Sebastian Zettel, he wears the captain's armband this evening, and he gets to open the scoring in this one. Tommy Wallace, not pleased, keeper for the Miami Dutch Lions. I believe he thought OMJ may have been offside on that pass in.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little close shot as well. From what I saw, it looked close, but was not judged to be offside, and OMJ able to send that cross right to where it needed to go.
It's the early pass in behind from Nick Herb, and now he is there pictured. It's just absolutely brilliant. You know, you're able to see you have that relationship with the person the player that's playing in front of you, and he just times it really well. Early pass in. However you time your run, you find yourself with a ball just rolling out in front of you. That's what you want as an attacking player. And then the class comes in. Can I find my teammate inside the box? And he does that to perfection.
So 27th minute, and Jacksonville Armada are on the board. Sebastian Zettel able to find the back of the net, and here's another opportunity. How about OMJ just cutting right through that passing lane and taking it away? Drops it back to Illuminato. Now to the middle. Here's Zettel, keeps it, and finally taken down. And
I mean, I don't like calling out for bookings, but
yeah, that kind of feels like one of those places on the field where you feel like it might be deserved. Instead, it'll be a dangerous free kick opportunity for the Jacksonville Armada.
And he's done it a yard back from where it was as well.
Here's your magic spray down on a little shaving cream. So Jacksonville set to take a free kick here from about 10 yards outside the box. Here's Antonio Illuminato on his left foot and just wide of the net. The wall does its job and forces him wide.
It's got to be some sort of technique to be hitting the target from there with the inside of your foot, a curling effort. Unlucky though, unlucky. Good idea. Yep. Good idea. Why not?
And that's something that was just born out of nothing. I mean, OMJ just doing such a great job of cutting right through that defense and taking it away and giving his team a legitimate scoring opportunity.
That's what killers do, though. I mean, you know, excuse the term, but when you smell blood in the water, you just got to go and push, and that's what he's doing. He's putting pressure on their back four. Every time their centre back or their left back gets the ball, he's on them.
Here's McKay on the near side for Miami, defended by Erb.
Great defense.
And this will be a corner kick for the visitors from Miami. Erb doing his part there to keep McKay from cutting into the middle as we get another Campione Law corner kick. Champions for justice. So 30th minute, Miami finds itself down 1. See if it's another fade here. Nope, this one is poked out by Jacksonville. We'll do it all over again.
Yeah, he's going to go for the fade this time.
This time he's going for the fade?
Yeah, he's going to go for the fade this time.
Hey man, you're in the expert chair.
There it is.
Yeah, yeah. This one finds the head of a teammate, falls back to McKay. Towards the end line, sends his cross, headed down. Here's Oliver Muller-Jensen.
Oh.
One poke, and let's see him take off.
Yeah, he's got a couple highlights already.
He absolutely does. Jacksonville will switch. I was expecting him to go on one of those 80-yard runs. Here's a run from Kavit. Put Wallace off his line to come and snag it.
But that's exactly what we want, right?
Yeah.
As people watching the game and tuning in to a game, you want to see people running at people. You got to understand, I can't do that every time I get the ball. It's 100 degrees out here. Sometimes I've got to slow it down. Sometimes I've got to keep possession. Got to wait until I find those holes that we can go and exploit, right?
Kind of like the game of American football. You're not running 60-yard go routes on every single play if you're a wide receiver. You got to mix it up.
Absolutely.
You get that reference? Do you understand?
Yeah, no, I get the reference.
You get
I really didn't want to. I didn't want to agree with you.
No, okay.
As soon as you started comparing the two games.
I love comparing games. That's one of my favorite things to do. Ball sent in by DeYoung, but across the end line will be a goal kick for Jacksonville. You excited about the big contract for Trevor Lawrence?
Who's that?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm joking. I know who Trevor Lawrence is. I haven't lived under a rock since I got to Jacksonville.
I hope not. I hope you've been to have you been to a Jaguars game?
I have. I've been to a preseason game. I've been invited to a few games also. Just never have the time. Too busy.
Yeah, you're a busy man. Lots of training of the next generation of superstars here in Jacksonville.
Building. That's what we're doing.
We love it.
That's what we're doing.
Hard work in the middle by Toby McCallum there. And this falls all the way to Nick Erb. Nice little touch there to go around the defender.
And a ball through as well.
Noah Kavif now back to Oliver Muller-Jensen, but the flag is down.
What a move that was. If that would have came off, absolutely brilliant. Brilliant touch to get around it from Nick Erb.
Yeah.
Interception, middle of the field, and is able to find a defense split impact into his mate up front, Kavif.
Take another look here.
That ball in there.
That was right after that beautiful move, and just a touch behind that back line.
Yeah, just a touch. Just a touch. Might have been an arm.
Yeah.
Or a nose.
Toenail.
Either way, it was still fantastic play. Just got to be timed better.
Yeah. Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. $275 million extension. 5 years, $275. That's $55 a year, by the way.
$55
million a year.
Million
for his extension.
Must be nice.
American football.
Beautiful. Sounds like one of your contracts, mate.
Yeah. 55 might be right. Just stop there. We're excited about Trevor being here for the long term. Chasing it down for Miami is David Sanfilippo. I've heard he's a big Trevor Lawrence fan. Micah Thomas cuts it back. Just some of these touches from these defenders have been beautiful, but that pass is intercepted, and here's Miami with a 2-on-2 opportunity inside the box on the left foot, knocked down by Frogson, and he'll just send this out. Smart play there, allow his defense to reset. Miami tries the quick throw in. Ahead to Sanfilippo. Looking for Cho there in the middle, but this one again knocked out for another corner kick. Or, throw in. Long ball looking for Cho, but over the back he goes, and that will be a foul. Big shout out, of course, to all the fans making it out here this evening to Southern Oaks Stadium on a warm evening for soccer in Jacksonville. Been in the mid-90s all day, but another great crowd here on hand on the campus of Jacksonville University to come and check out the boys in blue in action. Reminder, we'll be right back at it tomorrow afternoon as we have a long ball set to head them. Oliver Muller-Jensen.
Causing problems again.
Yeah, again. He'll center. Oncoming Toby McCallum. McCallum gathers, sends it back to OMJ. Looking for the cross, sends it. A little too far. Giancarlo Vaccaro trying to chase it down. He will. And now he goes one-on-one with Koshi Ebisua. Here's Micah Thomas. Gets stood up and knocked away. And Cho takes it from Miami, and they'll clear. But not far enough. It goes back to Toby McCallum. Edge of the attacking third. Here's Zettel. That little flick he loves to do. This one goes to Oliver Muller-Jensen.
His range of passing is unreal.
One-on-one with the defender is OMJ. We like his chances in these scenarios. He's got Nick Erb for help. Instead, just goes right by the defender. And now they'll drop it back to Erb, the wing back. Ahead. And now back to Erb. And he's going to send it back. We're going to switch it around, will the Jacksonville Armada. But as mentioned, the girls in blue will be in action tomorrow afternoon, 2 o'clock, right here at Southern Oaks Stadium. Of course, you can watch it on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. The ladies taking on AGC football in their penultimate home game. Through ball, ahead to Zettel. It's knocked down, and that'll result in another Campione Law corner kick for the Jacksonville Armada. So a little set-piece opportunity for the Fleet. As Antonio Illuminato gets set to take it. 24-year-old. Played his college ball at Drexel for the Dragons. On his left foot. Heading back in, and
it's almost gone in.
That was almost the Olympico. With the Olympics on the horizon.
Very, very difficult to do. That's very difficult skill to do.
Have you ever gotten one of those in a game? Did you take many corner kicks? You're more.
Yeah, I was thinking
take
both
a few
ways,
of them.
Yeah. Right and left side. Yeah.
Okay.
You don't remember?
No.
It was a while ago.
It was a while ago.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. You got gray hairs in your beard now, man. That's how long ago it was.
Oh, hey, how are you going to do that to me, mate? How are you going to do that to me, mate?
Hey, I've got a few of myself.
I only got 2 of them.
It's a good look.
I want a couple more, to be fair.
Yeah, if you're going to get the salt and pepper, you need to get a good look in there, you know?
I've just got 2.
Okay, well, don't pluck them. Let them grow. Here's the ball ahead to Kavit. Centers to OMJ. Takes a rip. It deflects it in. Into the back of the net off the deflection. And Jacksonville goes ahead 2-0.
Brilliant stuff again from Kavit. Just getting in the right areas, you know. And what's going to happen is if you continue to do that, young players growing up, this is where you earn your keep. Getting yourself in the right areas again and again and again. That's what you got to do.
Right to Oliver Muller-Jensen. Takes that rip, just kind of goes off the heel of the defender, and nothing Wallace could do. He's left in a miserable spot, flailing for it.
It looks like it's come off his hand to start with, but Oliver Muller-Jensen just gets the brilliant swivel shot in. Directs it towards goal. Wrong puts the goalkeeper, and it's in. He deserves it as well. If there's anyone that does deserve it, he's done absolutely fantastic in this first 36 minutes, 37 minutes.
Yeah, certainly, at least for me, player of the match thus far, just with the work he has put in over the course of this first half thus far.
But we've got a number of them. We've got a number of players that could even be up to mention in there. They've all been fantastic.
This has been a good combination. It's been fun to watch this starting 11 for Jacksonville. It's kind of a weird part of the season where the games are separated by a full week. just about every week. We're used to maybe throwing in a midweek game or throwing in a Thursday or Friday to make it 2 out of 3 days. But Jacksonville has had the chance to kind of rest guys and then to be able to put out your best 11 on Saturday night for your NPSL matchup.
Right.
Here's Paul Danner tracking it down ahead to Micah Thomas. Gives it back to Miami. Miami pushes forward. Here's McKay. Taken away. And now Zettel will try to start the break for Jacksonville. Giancarlo Vaccaro on the far side as Kavif in the middle. Moeller Jensen on the near side. He's going to take it right towards the edge of the 18. Takes a shot. And off target for Giancarlo Vaccaro, but not afraid to take a rip there.
Yeah, not many games he's played this season, but he isn't afraid, as you said, to go and make an impact. And that's what he's been doing. Cutting in from the left-hand side. Kafif makes that space for him to run into, and he's able to just wiggle his way through. Ooh. It's not that far away.
No, it really wasn't that far
away.
Vaccaro, a guy who has played for the team in 2021, 22, and 23. 6 goals all time for the Jacksonville Armada.
He likes it here in Jacksonville.
Absolutely. If he were to find the back of the net here over the course of the rest of the season, he'd be the only player thus far to score in all 4 years under head coach Tommy Kozanovic. We'll see if it happens tonight.
I think he's got a good chance.
Yeah.
I mean, he keeps finding spaces in Kafif's movement up front. He understands the type of player that he's got around him. Sometimes you just got to leave the space, clear the area, and let him do his magic. You know, great stuff again though from Vaccaro. And as I said, we're excited to watch him. You know, have him back into the squad. He's been brilliant thus far in this game.
It is one of the interesting quirks about this league is that, you know, you'll have a fluctuating roster. You'll have guys come and go over the course of the summer, depending on their schedules, depending on their other commitments. As you see Vaccaro cut it back and leave the defender. Sends it in, onto the head, and just a little far for Oliver Moeller Jensen. I don't know if Kavif thought that was going in, but looks like the flag was up anyhow, as they'll play it quickly. But not a bad opportunity there as Kavif gets his head to it. Yeah, just would have gone wide had OMJ not gotten a piece of it.
Probably expecting Kafif to actually get a bit more purchase on the finish.
Yeah. But these three have worked well together as that foul committed by Noah Kavif. Vaccaro, Kavif, and Moeller Jensen. You're constantly searching and looking for what combination works well, which guys kind of get each other and find each other in the right places, and we've seen it so far this evening.
Yeah, I mean, this is similar to the opening game against Global Sports Pathways, where the wide players were able to, you know, get more of the ball in the areas where they want it. And, you know, it builds confidence, especially earlier on in the game when you're able to get in those half spaces and have the space to get turned. But that only comes from the movement of Kafif. If Kafif starts coming into the hole as, you know, we see a more naturally 10 player like Irides. When Irides was playing in that 9 role, he would take up those areas which cancels out, you know, our wide players cutting in. But Kafif does very well of having that recognition of, I need to get out of this space, I need to leave this area open. When Oliver Moeller Jensen receives a ball, when Vaccaro receives a ball, I don't need to go to feet. I just need to get myself in an area where I can go and get a finishing shot on goal.
You just saw Yurak Cho, the defender for Miami, kind of get his last warning there from the official. No more of those fouls as he went right through the back of Antonio Illuminato for that most recent free kick for Jacksonville. Something to keep an eye on here in the waning moments of this first half. 42nd minute. Jacksonville leading 2-0 on goals thus far from Sebastian Zettel and Oliver Moeller Jensen. A foul there and a free kick for Miami. See if Toby McCallum's all right there. Might have taken a bit of a knock to the back of the head as he gives a little rub there. We'll take another look at this collision here. Might have gotten an arm to the back of the head there from Connor McKay. We'll play on. Miami's captain, Nicolo Ferraro, the older brother. Middle of the field, here's Oliver Moeller Jensen dropping back to come help in defense a little. McCallum. Don't normally see OMJ that far back, but we were wondering maybe some of these guys come back. And, a little divot there. Yeah, that was a giveaway because Costi didn't get all of that one. We've talked about fades, divots. Must be U.S. Open weekend on the golf course.
well,
beautiful there.
So exciting to watch this lad.
Looking for OMJ. Cho able to get it away. Here comes Miami now with a little bit of a break. Back to the middle they go, but McCallum with a good tackle, as you say. Obletter. Out to Ferraro, and that's over everything. It's hard to go over that net, by the way.
Sometimes you say, why not? But
yeah.
Maybe
why not? Maybe
not.
Maybe why? Maybe both.
Unlucky there.
We have fun. We had fun here. Do your thing, Luca.
People are watching this now saying, I bet you can't do it. I bet you can't do it.
Look it up on YouTube. He can do it. It's fine. Don't worry. I can't do it, but the guy next to me can. I don't think there's any footage from the JV Palm Beach Gardens high school team that I captained my sophomore year, way back when in 2001. If the guys in the truck are able to find that, there's no video. You're fine.
This mystery video you've got searching.
There is no video of JV games from Palm Beach Gardens High School, and nor should there be. We were awful. Here's Sebastian Zettel outside, little 1-2, comes back to Zettel from Bakari. He'll set a cross in, but just a little too close to the end line and right into the midst of Tommy Wallace.
At the angle that we were at, I thought he got it in right where we needed it, right?
You put that thing at the edge of the 6, you're right in that danger zone for Kavif to get in there and be physical and put it in the back of the net.
The corridor of confusion.
Oh, I like that. The corridor of confusion.
It is. It really is, though. You know, you got oncoming defenders going back, trying to block or get a touch on it. It ends up coming up and going in for an own goal. It's a tap-in for a striker. You know, late runs coming in from midfielders. That's the area you want to put the ball in, right between the 6 and the penalty area.
Yeah. Here's Oliver Muller Jensen chasing it down. He is onside. 1 touch, 2 touch. Cuts it back into the middle, deflects off the defender, and across the end line. It'll be another corner kick for Jacksonville as
great stop.
Wallace parries it away. That was another one where he just kind of had to react as well as he could because that wasn't coming at the path he expected.
Yeah, a little change of direction of the ball. He's able to get down on it. Good, strong left hand into a good area. If his defenders even urgent, a little bit more urgency, probably could have kept it in.
Yeah.
But fantastic save from Wallace.
This will be another Campione Law corner kick for the Jacksonville Armada. Here in the 45th minute, we'll have 2 minutes of stoppage time added to this first half, so 2 minutes additional. As we get set for this corner kick, you see lots of numbers, lots of blue jerseys inside the 6. This one hits the head of Kavif, high into the air, still alive, and sent out as far as Sebastian Zettel. Gets it past DeYoung, ahead to Paul Danner, who was playing up on that set piece. This one falls out. It'll be a throw in for Miami. So in stoppage time, Jacksonville leads 2-0. Appreciate everyone watching us here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. We'll have some halftime stats for you. We'll take a look around the league coming up. As you have a foul there on, actually they're going to say a improper throw-in by Miami. Lifted the foot. Getting particular here. Jacksonville gets it back in play. Cleared out by the Dutch Lions. Danner sends it high. So we've got another doubleheader for you this weekend. Jacksonville's men playing tonight. The ladies tomorrow at 2. Come out and check out the girls in blue. They've been playing some good soccer as of late. Coming off a terrific 1-1 draw against a nationally ranked West Florida Flames team that saw Chloe Chivers with a potential SportsCenter top 10 moment. She just blasted that thing from 35 yards out. That was a heck of a strike last week we saw from her. Come out and see what they can do tomorrow.
I don't think people understand how much of an audacious tempo to actually perfect that skill to get that ball movement is something to really be proud of. I think she's done absolutely fantastic with that goal. It needs to be talked about more. Definitely needs to be talked about more.
Here's Antonio Illuminato on the far side, has it poked away by Miami. Quick throw into Kavif. Looks for help, gets it in the middle by Toby McCallum, surrounded by white jerseys, but able to keep possession. And now outside to Giancarlo Vaccaro. Tries the quick move, earns a throw in. Closing moments here of this first half. And there you have the halftime whistle as we go to the break with your Jacksonville Armada leading this thing 2-0. A pair of goals, one by Sebastian Zettel, one by Oliver Moeller-Jensen, have the Armada ahead against the Miami Dutch Lions in this National Premier Soccer League matchup. You take a look at these beauties of a goal. That one from Zettel, as well as another from Oliver Moeller-Jensen to get the scoring started. We'll be right back with your halftime show right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
Hey, and welcome back to Southern Oak Stadium here on the campus of Jacksonville University. What's turned into a beautiful night here on the oak-shrouded Arlington campus right in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. Appreciate you all joining us here this evening on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Stuart Weber along with Jamal Johnson. Let's take a look at your first half highlights. We talked a lot about the work from Oliver Moeller-Jensen here. You see him setting up Noah Kavit. Of course, he would score later on in this first half. Here's Paul Danner making something out of nothing. Just some great play from this Armada squad, and they were able to convert it into 2 goals in this first 45 minutes, Jamal.
Tons of character, tons of opportunities created. And you know, this is what we expect now. Home games, Armada now top of the league, they are really expected to come out here and perform, deliver that exciting brand of soccer. And I think this may be another opportunity for into the feet of Kafif. Just another chance gone begging. As you can see, there's around 8-9 chances created.
And finally, the opener right there to get the scoring started for Jacksonville, and it's Oliver Moeller-Jensen finding the foot of tonight's captain, Sebastian Zettel.
And another opportunity here with Kafif making himself a nuisance, going down the sides. And a snapshot, swivel off the shoulder that just wrong puts the goalkeeper with a touch off the defender. Oliver Moeller-Jensen gets his, how many goals he scored? 5 goals this season.
5th goal already this season.
5 goals this season. He's doing absolutely brilliant. He's doing absolutely brilliant. A worldie of a season.
And it has been terrific from the Danish forward thus far this season. We take a look at your first half stats. Obviously the most important one, that 2-0 at the top of the scoreline. Jacksonville leading this thing 2-0. And here's why. 11 total shots to just 2 for the Miami Dutch Lions. 6 of those on goal for the Fleet. Only 1 for the Dutch Lions, who had to make 3 saves. 4 corners for Miami, 3 for Jacksonville. Quite a few fouls on both sides, 7 and 6. And a few offsides, no cautions as of yet in this first 45 minutes. Jacksonville leading 2-0 over the Miami Dutch Lions. Still to come here on the halftime show. We'll take a look around the league and look ahead to the second 45 minutes. That's coming up next right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. International soccer returns to Jacksonville this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world here in Northeast Florida as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs West Ham and Wolves take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Tickets are on sale now for as low as $35 at statesidecup.com.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
The Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network is streaming. I'm Stuart Weber, and I'm here to teach you a nice 3-step process on how you can watch all your favorite programming, from the Brent and Austin Show every weekday 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. or the Cup Date with me. It's fantastic. We talk NASCAR. It's a great time. Wednesdays at 1 o'clock. All right, first step, easy. Download the Action News Jacks app. You probably already have it downloaded on your phone, so you might already have that one taken care of. Step 2, see that stack of pancakes up there? You click that stack of pancakes, and it's going to bring down step number 3, which is a full screen of all the different streams that you can click on, including the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 stream. You click that, the video's rocking and rolling on your mobile device. You're watching all the shows you want to, and you're having a good time. You can also do it on your smart TV with the Action News Jacks Now app. I do it on my Samsung TV at home. It's a great way to watch it on a nice, large screen for all the content. That's the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. Hope you can find it.
It's a new logo, new branding. With Bold City Heating and Air, it's an old school approach. One of the few locally owned and operated air conditioning businesses left in Jacksonville.
It's hot, Florida in the summer. You can't do much to avoid it, but you can keep cool with Bold City Heating and Air.
It's every customer counts kind of service, from when these trucks have pulled up to my home over the last couple of years and when they pull into your driveway as well. From communication to pricing to the actual service, everyone at Bold City Heating and Air cares about you. You know who's coming to your house. You know they will be well trained, and they will respect your home. Air conditioning convenience at boldcityac.com.
Stay cool while it gets hot. Bold City Heating and Air can help. Don't get caught sweating all summer. boldcityac.com, and they have financing to help. New systems starting at $110 a month and $50 off any repairs.
Stay safe, stay comfortable with Bold City Heating and Air at boldcityac.com. Homegrown in your hometown.
Hey, welcome back to Southern Oaks Stadium. You take a look there at Keita. Keita, of course, one of the longtime Jacksonville Armada players, being presented with the Lifetime Ambassador Award. Lifetime Ambassador Award, Al Hassan Keita. Jamal, you had a chance to play with Keita for quite a few years back in the NASL days. Tell us a little bit about his brilliance for those who didn't get a chance to see him on the field.
For me, one of the better players that I've played with throughout my career. It's very, very rare that you see a 9 that is able to go and play in different positions, and Keita was definitely one of those. Just a great mind on the football field, able to create, didn't need a lot of space to make the game happen for him. And, you know, he's a fantastic player. We were lucky to, I was lucky to get the experience to play with him. You know, seeing that he scored some fantastic goals against the likes of Real Madrid and Barcelona. I don't know whether many people know he played a good chunk of time out in Europe, played in La Liga, and had a fantastic career. A bag full of goals that he scored along his way. And that's a man there that, you know, is well respected in the game, definitely by me. And he's a good friend of mine as well.
I was hoping he would grab that ball and take a shot. Good stuff there. All right, let's take a look at some of the matchups around the league in the Gulf Coast Sunshine Conference this weekend. You take a look at two others this evening, apart from this one that you're watching tonight on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. Columbus United FC taking on the New Orleans Jesters, as well as Global Soccer Pathways, and a little Naples derby as they take on the folks from across town in Naples United FC. And on Sunday, Tallahassee SC against Pensacola FC. And that should be a really good one because both of those teams only right at the top of the table. I mean, Tallahassee, 2 wins, 2 draws, and 1 loss. As for the Armada, 4 wins, 1 loss, and 2 draws, just like Pensacola near the top. You look at the upcoming schedule. Hey, that's it. That's why these matches are so important for the Jacksonville Armada. It's a short season, just 10 matches over the course of the summer, 2 more here yet to go, including a rematch right back here at home at Southern Oak Stadium against the Miami Dutch Lions. And then the New Orleans Jesters will be the regular season finale as the Armada head to the Big Easy to take on New Orleans. Should be interesting to see that. You look at Miami, and they got a lot of matches still to come. The Naples United games will be tough. Tallahassee at home. Still plenty of games for that Miami Dutch Lions we mentioned. They only had 3 in the books thus far this season as they take on Jacksonville tonight, and then 1 week from tonight as well. All right, we're going to take another timeout right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 Network. We're getting closer and closer to the second half of action from Southern Oak Stadium. Stay with us.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You come to the right place.
People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop. When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jacks, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jacks is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jacks 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jacks 24/7. You're watching the Jacksonville Armada men's under-23 team take on Miami Dutch Lions FC. It's 2-0 at the half. We'll be right back. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks, and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
Welcome back to Southern Oaks Stadium as we get set for the second half of your Jacksonville Armada men's under-23 team taking on the Miami Dutch Lions FC. Let's take a look at some of the first half highlights from Oliver Moeller-Jensen, and not only scoring a goal but helping set one up as well. Here's the assist a little bit later on after this, what could have been an assist right there, Noah Kavif. Here's the assist, to Sebastian Zettel.
Carbon copies.
It looked the same, right? I mean, it's like they drill it in practice or something. And then the goal as well takes a nice bounce. It gets into the back of the net for Oliver Moeller-Jensen, a well-deserved goal from the hard effort that he put in there in the first 45 minutes, wearing that number 7 jersey, the little arm sleeve as well. I don't know if he's channeling a little power there in the sleeve. You like the sleeve?
Yeah, most definitely.
I don't know. It's a look, right? Players got to have their accessories.
That's absolutely right. You know, it adds to a little bit of the personality.
Because we got a lot of the same boots here. If you look on the near side, we got some very similar boots from these players. But yeah, you throw on a little sleeve. I mean, shoot, Giancarlo Vaccaro's got a sleeve of tattoos there on the right side as well. So a lot of fun getting to know these guys over the course of the summer, and some of these guys over the course of a few years who, you know, we've been able to watch develop and get better as time has gone on. And Giancarlo Vaccaro is certainly one of those players who's back for a 4th year now under head coach Tommy Krzanovich. But it's always fun to get some newcomers into the fray as well and see what they are able to do in the likes of the NPSL, the National Premier Soccer League. Of course, we're building for the future. Our Tommy Krzanovich and that staff of the Jacksonville Armada, of course, the MLS Next Pro on the horizon. As a reminder, if you head to the JacksonvilleArmada.com website, you can go make your season ticket reservation for $100. You can get free tickets for the rest of the summer to all the home matches here at Southern Oaks Stadium, and you get that first lock into the tickets for next summer in the MLS Next Pro. So lots of excitement as professional soccer returns to Northeast Florida with the Jacksonville Armada in the MLS Next Pro in the future. So excited about that. Go visit JacksonvilleArmada.com, get your tickets, and get excited. They do fun events too in the course of the off season for those season ticket holders who have already reserved. You get a chance to kind of meet some of the players, get to talk to some of the legends. I know you got to do one of those legend Q&As at one point with a lot of the fans.
Oh yeah, it was fantastic. You know, get together, good food, you know, get to chop it up with us. And we get to chop it up with you also, you know, as fans, and just get your ideas on what you think we could do differently as a club. Share our favorite moments, and, you know, I've actually built some very good relationships to the point of where now, I've got kids that have been watching the game for 10 years that I now coach, You know, it's just the coming together of people at all times when we get together. So, brilliant. So.
It's no coincidence, by the way, that guys like you, guys like Keita, have stuck around here in Northeast Florida. I mean, you're obviously not from here, right? You're not from Jacksonville. Wait a second.
I mean, but you might as well say I am at this point.
You've been here long. Yeah, you've been here long enough at this point.
Yeah,
you know, coming up on a decade of living here in Jacksonville and in town. So
I mean, I've had my time away, but
Yeah.
I ended up coming back. You
That's
know,
right.
It's a beautiful place.
It is, and we see that with a lot of like the NFL players as well. You know, the ones who played for Jacksonville want to stay in Jacksonville. As we get the second half started, your boys in blue will be going from right to left on the screen for this second 45 minutes. They lead it 2-0 as you see Paul Danner with a nice takeaway ahead to Toby McCallum. Tries to get it through the wickets there.
I honestly don't think I've seen Paul Danner miss a 50-50 challenge. Honestly, like, throughout the time that he's been with us, I really don't think I've seen him miss a 50-50 challenge, you know, and that's probably why Coach Kruzanovic gets him into the starting lineup as often as he does. He's just brilliant.
Had a chance to speak with him after the win over the New Orleans Jesters. You saw a little bit of that in the pre-match show where I talked to Paul Danner, and he is just such a well-composed young man. I mean, he's 24, so young adult at this point, but certainly has a great head on his shoulders and is certainly a leader in that locker room for some of these younger guys. As he's seen a good bit of soccer, and now he's getting a chance to experience the American game. Of course, Paul Danner coming from Bielefeld, Germany. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it, but I'm going for it. Bielefeld.
We're just expected to speak different languages, you know.
So I did mention this in the open before we kick this thing off, as you see a nice takeaway by Antonio Illuminato in the middle of the score, sends it ahead to McCallum. McCallum puts it on his right foot, but right into the hands of Tommy Wallace.
Tell you what, it's an opportunity there.
So of the 11 starting players in this lineup for Jacksonville, 10 countries are represented. As wild as that is. Of course, you got two local guys in Micah Thomas and Nick Erb. They're representing the United States of America. Then you have France, England, Germany, Austria, Scotland, Italy, Denmark, Norway, and Canada. Just a truly international lineup that Tommy Kruzanovic has put together for tonight's matchup here against the Miami Dutch Lions.
And, you know, it does take an awful lot of work to get the information, you know, and continually. This is something that Coach Kruzanovic has done with his team, to build a squad out of nothing, really, honestly. It takes a lot of work. People don't realize the amount of work, the amount of phone calls, emails. Opportunity here.
Poked ahead to Oliver Muller-Jensen on his left foot and into the side netting on the outside.
Such ingenuity. Ball over his shoulder. He's able to cut it back and get that left-footed shot away. Oliver Muller, he's just got so much ability. So much ability.
Taking another look
going
here.
over the top here, over the shoulder, cuts it back in, leaves Ocho, all ends up, cuts back inside on his left foot, just hits the side netting. Anything on target there is definitely putting Wallace in trouble. But it's another opportunity created from Oliver OMJ.
Miami here trying to send it long. Danner will give chase and just clear it out so Jacksonville can get its numbers back. You see the substitutes starting to warm up there down by the corner flag for Jacksonville. We take a look at the guys who may be coming on here in the second half. Miles Shanley, Alex Iarides, Kyo Hughes, as a shot is taken from distance and towards section 904 as they let that player know all about it. Ryan Paul, Evan Schweikert, and Keegan Anselin, your outfield players who could come as substitutes. For Elijah Buford in there as your backup keeper. On the visiting side, Gonzalo Grande, Thiago Mendez, Giacomo Tomasino, Mateo Amatuna, Parks Harris, Carlo Lopez, and Max Smink are your possible substitutes here in the second half for the visitors from Miami. And we do expect to see quite a few of those players, as has been the case throughout the course of this season, getting these guys their minutes over the course of the full 90. Well done by Giancarlo Vaccaro to settle, but looks like they're going to say it was
offside.
Offside is the call from the other side.
Zettel's just got that ability to just spray a ball 60 yards, hasn't he? I mean, he's done it time and time again, and it's not just the 60-yard raking passes. He's able to do those delightful little 20-yard balls, picking it up in a 10 area, finding his mate Oliver Muller-Jensen as he did last week. And it's something now that you see, and they're going to avert to a formation to where the two fullbacks are actually able to get forward, with Zettel dropping into a space just in between the two centre-halves to get plays going.
Here's McCallum pushing forward ahead of Giancarlo Vaccaro. Nice run, but that first touch gets away from him and it goes across the end line.
Heavy touch there.
Yeah. That looked like a good little run, too. Not much in the defense on that left side.
Yeah, and you know, I'm sorry to say, it's not that happened. I think it's very, very rare that I've seen the field look as it does right now, and it's putting players in a little bit of trouble at this end that we're at right now of the field. Vaccaro just gets away with him just from hitting a bobble, I think.
Saw Micah Thomas come running in there, and yeah, it really is towards those goals that grass gets a little thinner there. Ball knocked away. Here's Callum Frogson who'll clear it out. It'll be a throw in for Miami.
And you've seen it even more now. People miskicking the ball, miscuing. Field's coming up.
So 50th minute here, and we haven't had a lot of rain, so it's been very dry. It's been brutal.
And I'm not calling for rain either, but I mean, field needs a drink.
It does. Here's Miami. Sanfilippo to the inside to McKay. Back to his left side. Looking for help. Finally gets it back to Sanfilippo. Probing. Out to the outside of the 18. Back to McKay, but knocked away momentarily. Falls back to Randy Hernandez. Hernandez gives chase, and that'll be a throw in for Jacksonville. So it looks like Miami tries to get something going there and just can't string the passes together.
Yeah, and I mean, that's probably one of the better moves that we've seen from them. Just getting possession and actually being able to keep it in the opposition's half. Haven't seen much of it this evening from Miami.
Here is Callum Frogson.
Love it. Attack the space, mate.
Plenty of it. Gets it to McCallum. Callum to McCallum. Little spin around there for Antonio Illuminato. Goes down for a moment, but he's back to his feet. McCallum as well. So here's Miami. Let's see if they push some numbers up and try to get back into this thing with a goal. They find themselves in a difficult position here, down 2-0 at the start of the second half, as you see Luca Ferraro cut back into the inside, now to McKay.
A little bit more confidence now, getting the ball back in the area.
Here's a cross, headed away. Callum Frogson, and now Jacksonville with a chance to run if Oliver Moeller-Jensen can get to it, but can't. Here's Cho. Miami, a little back heel, but nobody there. Yeah. And they're going to say the foul occurred as the official tried to give him advantage, and they couldn't string it together.
Yeah, it's definitely a foul.
Yeah.
Definitely a foul.
So this will be
a body check from Zettel there.
Free kick from distance here coming up. Curious to see how Miami approaches this one. We haven't really seen too much from them in this sort of range. Looks like they're just going to play it quick. Ahead to Hernandez.
That's what they've done.
Yeah, Sanfilippo on the near side. Cuts it back on his left foot, but over everybody and right to section 904. Goal kick for the Armada.
But a lot better, lot better of a start from Miami Dutch Lions here. Just a little bit more confidence. Not entirely sure of what the changes might have been, but I think it's just more of a confidence thing. Hey, listen, you're 2-0 down away from home. Go and enjoy yourself. Create. And really try to push the Armada off their game. You know, here's Zettel again, though, picking up in these tight areas in field.
Sends long to Vaccaro, and Micah Thomas there as well. Micah Thomas will bring it down. And sent long as far as Danner.
Sanfilippo just gave up hope on that one, when it felt as though he might have got there first if he wanted it. You know,
conserving the energy maybe a little bit. I don't know. We're just out of the break here.
What's a ball that
Centered ball looking for Kavif. That's knocked back by the defender for Miami. And Tommy Wallace, as you see here, keeper for Miami. No substitutions at the half for either side. Still with our same starting 11s that we began this thing with. For Miami, it's Wallace in goal. Obletter, Visser, Hernandez, and Cho. DeYoung, McKay, Ferraro, another Ferraro, the brothers, Sanfilippo, and Ebisua for the visitors. For Jacksonville, playing a little different formation as you see Micah Thomas working there with Paul Danner in the back. Getting a little possession for the Armada. It's Jeremy Costi between the pipes. Danner and Frogson in defense. Thomas and Erb as your wingbacks. Here's the ball through. Flag is up, and it'll be offside. Zettel, McCallum, and Illuminato in the midfield. Giancarlo Vaccaro, Noah Kavif, and Oliver Moeller-Jensen up top for the Jacksonville Armada, who lead it 2-0. Here in the 55th minute on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. Pushing forward now is Ebisua, dispossessed, and McCallum will start to break the other way with Vaccaro. Vaccaro puts the wheels into it, adds a little pace, has 3 runners up the middle.
That's what he wants, 1v1 going into the box.
Gets it past the defender. This one's a dangerous ball. They're going to say last touched by Giancarlo Vaccaro. It'll be a goal kick for Miami, but yeah, that's a dangerous spot to leave Giancarlo, as he was able to work his way deep into the 18. Taken away. Well done by Zettel. Here's Vaccaro. Takes a rip on his left foot, but up and over the crossbar for a goal kick.
Yeah, I think now we're starting to see Vaccaro's legs, you know. He just had a lung-busting 50-yard sprint to try and get into space. He's created himself, really. And now, you know, you're starting to see a little wayward passing here and there. But first game back, you know, and he's back into the furnace here in Jacksonville.
Yeah.
So it's tough out there.
Got to take it from the furnace to the corridor of confusion if you can. love that.
Love it.
Here's Oliver Muller-Jensen giving chase, and a strong challenge from Callum Frogson as Yurok Cho down for Miami.
Looks like he's in a bit of pain.
Have his trainers come and take a look. Just a good, hard physical play there from Callum Frogson to clear that ball out. Take another look at this physicality here.
Yeah, all eyes on the ball, all eyes on the ball, protecting himself, going up for a header, and you know, kids playing, you know, as you get into, if you're going in from, you know, U11, U12, and now you're starting to get into heading, you have to protect yourself. When the ball's in the air, you've got to have your arms out just to make sure you've got your own space cleared so that you aren't, you know, running into challenges from oncomers, you know, and if you are, you've got yourself protected and you can get your arm up and definitely avoid getting a head injury.
Collisions like that, yeah. Ball awareness is key.
Absolutely.
Know where that thing is at all times. It's one of our jobs, too. We got to know where the ball is whenever we can up here in the broadcast booth.
I think we do a pretty good job.
You know, we do what we can. We spot it when we can.
A few mishaps here and there, you know.
Yeah, it happens. Developmental league down here, you know, in the NPSL.
Exactly, learning. It's all a process.
That's it. It's been a process for you, hasn't it, making this switch from the field to the broadcast booth?
Yeah,
I know we've been doing it for a few years now, but it certainly has been a process.
Still, you know, I'm still at the novice level, but, you know, gaining more confidence, being able to make conversations about football should be something that you would think I'd be able to do, but, you know, it's something that I'm learning and trying to improve on as well. So.
And then you have me, who just brings in random stuff from left field whenever possible to throw you off your game as much as possible.
Oh, mate.
I got to keep you on your toes. That's what I'm here for.
You definitely do that, mate. You definitely do that.
I try.
I'm learning from the best. How about
that? Okay. If I see him, I'll tell you. Keep an eye out for him. You see Cho come to the sideline there, continues to get a look right at his nose maybe. That's probably where the contact happened. Shake that thing off. Hopefully gets him back on the pitch here before too long. As we are in the 58th minute. Remains Jacksonville 2-0. Pair of first half goals in this one. You see Carlo Lopez there for Miami, as it looks like they will make a substitution. So Yurok Cho comes out of the game after that collision, and it's Carlo Lopez who makes his way in, number 6. So our first substitution of the match here in the 59th minute. As a reminder, here in the NPSL, teams have 7 players on the bench. They can make 7 substitutions. So if you're unfamiliar with the league, you can sub in every one of your substitutes if you'd like to over the course of this 90-minute match. As we've said, developmental league. You want to get everyone some minutes and get them a chance. As you see Callum Frogson working hard there and keeping possession, eventually the whistle blows. And Miami will get the kick here. They'll play it quick. So for the Jacksonville Armada, one more home match in the regular season. That'll come 1 week from tonight. Same time, same opponent as the Miami Dutch Lions will make another trip up I-95 here to Northeast Florida to take on the Fleet. Ball to the near side. Here's Ebisua sending across. Knocked away by Nick Erb, and that'll allow Miami to get a Campione Law corner down by section 904. You take a look at the diehards here for the Jacksonville Armada. Already had a chance to pop some smoke a couple times here this evening, having a good time as they always do, supporting the boys in blue.
As they do, supporting the boys in blue.
Yeah.
I like it.
You like that? That was good.
It's just ongoing, and
yeah,
we
just do what we can, man. We give our best 90 minutes, just like these guys out here. Ball sent in, headed away. Nice job there by Frogson. It'll now be a throw-in for Miami. Jacksonville gets set to make its first substitution of the match at their next possible opportunity as a few players get set to come in for the Fleet. This ball sent up, kept in by Miami. Giving chases Obletter. And now they'll switch. Actually, they'll keep it on that far side. Goes out and...
no touch.
No touch. It'll be a Jacksonville throw. So we'll see some substitutions here for the Jacksonville Armada. You take a look at Alex Iarides and Evan Schweikert getting set to come in for the boys in blue. That's your next possible opportunity. We'll wait another moment. Micah Thomas gives chase here on the near side. So much space, and he'll take advantage of it. He's got the speed. 1v1 with now 2v1, and they take it away. So, hey, good job on Miami to get some help and to take it away from Micah. McKay lets it go through the legs, but nobody back there, and Jacksonville takes it away.
Class. Yeah. Some of the ball movement from the Armada is brilliant, especially in transition. When they are under pressure, they are able to pop the ball around, share it. You know, it's just great team performance here tonight. They've sat in a little bit lower in the second half, if you haven't noticed. Just trying to absorb a little more pressure, which in turn helps you to conserve more energy.
A little touch on the back there takes down Giancarlo Vaccaro. Nicola Ferraro not happy about it, but that is the foul call, and we'll get those two substitutions now for Jacksonville. For the Armada, Giancarlo Vaccaro coming off in favor of Alex Iarides. Vaccaro with a nice 62-minute shift here in his return to the roster for the Armada. Exciting things ahead for the 21-year-old from Toronto. Great to see him back in the lineup, the Drexel Dragon, making his 2024 debut and doing it in style for the Armada. Also coming in for the Fleet is Evan Schweikert. And it looks like Schweikert will replace Sebastian Zettel. So Zettel surrenders the captain's armband and comes off as Evan Schweikert makes his way into the game. So first two substitutions for the Armada, Iarides and Schweikert, as Zettel and Vaccaro come off the pitch. You see that captain's armband has been transferred over to number 8, Toby McCallum, for the Armada. And Jacksonville will restart here with a free kick from about 35, 40 yards out, and a little flick. A run, and I don't know if they were waiting for a flag. Well, the flag was up regardless, so I guess that's why they were waiting for the flag, because they knew it was coming.
Still got to finish it off.
Yeah. Give us the fake highlight at least, so we have something to show later. You know, that would have made the highlight reel, even if it was offside. You know. Just thinking, you gotta think about the broadcast here, fellas. Do it for us up here. Come on. Nice long throw in there. Noah Khabib battling, and maybe a little bit too much as they call the foul. Getting a few more whistles here in the second half of play. Some tired legs, some tired players. Sometimes that will happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's playing in 100 degrees is not easy.
What do you mean? No, it's not at all.
It definitely isn't. And both teams are doing a great job in the second half of still making it competitive. It's different formation. I feel as though there's a few different players in different areas now that's giving Miami the space to sort of engage a little bit more, you know, because in the first half they were kind of reluctant to get out. Now we're seeing a little bit more change.
Another substitution for Miami. You saw Connor McKay come off in favor of number 9. That would be Parks Harris into the game for the Miami Dutch Lions. They make their substitution number 2 here in this second half. You had a look there at Parks Harris.
Great ball.
Ahead
What a
to
ball from
Alex
Thomas.
Iarides now. Spins, keeps possession. Still has it. Got to find some help. Falls to OMJ. Now here's McCallum outside the 18. He'll take a shot. And into the arms of Tommy Wallace.
Not afraid to have a go.
Yeah, well,
Toby McCallum.
Kind of knew that as he was setting that cannon of a right leg up that he was going to take a rip. He does it so well from time to time.
Absolutely, absolutely. Good stuff again from Mikey Thomas there to find Iarides on the way through, though. But brilliant defending.
Yeah, those white jerseys, they swarmed him. You know, they saw 17 get that ball. They all came right around him and nearly forced him to give it away.
I mean, he's a danger man, right? As soon as he gets on the ball, he's just got entered the field, so he's full of energy. So they just do their best to clog up the space. As soon as Iarides gets the ball, you see the numbers.
Oh, here's a near giveaway there, but Paul Danner able to come back to it. Jacksonville kind of forced to play a little bit of their possession game. Now, this is part of the Armada's game, so it shouldn't be too foreign for them as Iarides goes down and grabs at that right ankle. Gets some help up from number 18. That's Nicola Ferrara. 66th minute. Ball sent long by Illuminato. And out for a throw-in. We'll have more Armada soccer coming up for you tomorrow afternoon. 2 o'clock match for Jacksonville's ladies. The women's under-23 team taking on AGC football. With a 2 o'clock kick, we'll have your pre-match show coming up at 1:30 as the girls in blue look to continue their strong play as of late. Another home matchup for them against AGC football.
Should be a good game, right?
I'm looking forward to it.
Get out in the heat of the afternoon.
Yeah.
Start moving the ball. I mean, the girls have done really well. I think the brand of football that they're playing, again, you know, the Armada way, wanting to move the ball, wanting to create chances and opportunities moving forward. They did a great job of that last time. Tomorrow, my expectation is that they'll have a lot more hunger in front of goal, be able to actually finish off the opportunities that they do create, and move forward, you know, leaps and bounds, you know, over the past few weeks, and that's what we're expecting for them to come back with tomorrow.
I'm hoping as we get another substitution down here for Miami, it's Randy Hernandez coming off for the Dutch Lions. And into the game, there you see number 17, Gonzalo Grande. He works his way into the lineup. I have heard, by the way, that a lot of the players for the ladies team, their dads are going to be in attendance tomorrow, as it is, of course, Father's Day. So that's pretty cool to see a lot of them out here to support their young ladies out on the pitch. And if you've got a little one at home, I can't think of a better way to spend a Father's Day than to come on out here and show them some high-quality soccer with players competing at a high level and a good opportunity for them to see what they can do down the road. So that's really one of the cool things about this women's team that's debuted this year is just the fact that, you know, it gives hope to these young players and gives them a chance to see it in person, see it in action, and to really get a chance to go and talk to those players after the game and have those conversations. So if you're at home watching, please come on out. Come check out the ladies tomorrow as they take on AGC football as we get 2 more substitutions now for the Jacksonville Armada. Oliver Moeller Jensen coming off, and in his place will be Kyo Hughes, the 22-year-old Welshman. As well as Keegan Anselin. We don't have many guys who are 6'4" on this team, so it's kind of easy to see when Keegan's coming on. He will come on in place of Noah Kavit. So over the course of this first 23 minutes of the second half, where Jacksonville Armada have completely replaced that top line as Iarides, Anselin, and Hughes are all out there now, replacing that starting lineup of Vaccaro, Kavit, and Oliver Moeller Jensen. Not a surprise to see all these substitutions. We mentioned NPSL. You get to use all 7 if you want to. So great opportunity for these guys to come in here, get a good 23, 24-minute stint, see if they can go put their name on the score sheet. I have sent out the call, by the way, on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. This is your opportunity now to let me know where you're watching from, and then you'll get a shout-out on the second half of the broadcast as you see Micah Thomas cutting back towards the middle. Hounded by players, but keeps possession. Finally gets it taken away, and here comes Miami the other way. You can find me on Twitter or X at Stuart A.S. Jax, J-A-X. So at Stuart, spelled the good way, S-T-U-A-R-T, A-S Jax. Go on there and let me know where you're watching it from. I mean, we got folks in Section 904 watching it. All right, that's multitasking. They're at the game and they're watching it on the stream. That's dedication, folks.
They want to see the replays.
Yeah, that's true. You get a little delay on the replay and then watch it on there. It's not bad. I know they have it going on in the press box up in the VIP suite. Nice ball sent ahead by Micah Thomas, finds Toby McCallum. Right-footed shot up and over the crossbar. Would have been on frame if he could have gotten it down, but a little too high there from Toby.
I think his mates were a little bit disappointed.
Yeah.
He was able to get turned, and it opened up the space for two on the outsides, on either side of him, that if he was able to have a look, he would have put them in a better position to score a goal there. But, take chances. That's what he does. Toby McCallum.
You're multitasking here. You're lacing some shoelaces as you're giving analysis. What are these shoes, by the way? These look fancy.
Nike Air Max.
Got a lot of colors to them.
Yeah. Witherspoons.
Oh, Witherspoon.
Yeah, Witherspoons.
Like Reese Witherspoon?
No, like Sean Witherspoon.
Okay.
He's a designer.
Okay.
It's a little collab.
Any relation to Reese?
He probably wishes it was.
Maybe. Here's David Sanfilippo ahead to the substitute, Parks Harris. Harris, not a bad cross, but finds Evan Schweikert instead of the middle of the field, and Schweikert will clear as far as Micah Thomas. Excuse me, Alex Iarides.
Sneakerheads would know who Sean Witherspoon is.
I bet they would.
Yeah.
I would not. You get a throw in here on the near side. Also a reminder for anybody here in Northeast Florida, Action Sports Jax primetime tonight, 10:30 on Fox 30, 11:30 on CBS 47. You'll catch me bringing you all sorts of local sports. Plenty of Trevor Lawrence talk ahead tonight. Of course, we'll talk College World Series, Florida Gators in action, and highlights from this one. No doubt you'll see a few of those goals tonight on Action Sports Jax primetime on the broadcast network, CBS 47 and Fox 30. So tune in if you're here in Northeast Florida, and send me a tweet if you're watching this thing, whether it be overseas. I know it was great, the women's game last week. We had one of the moms over in Wales watching, so that was really cool.
Got to see his daughter score an absolute worldie of a goal.
Yeah, sure did. Both mom and dad over there in Wales were watching, the Chivers, so that was really cool. Hopefully, I'm sure they'll be watching again tomorrow, so we'll get that shout out to them again tomorrow. They wanted me to try and pronounce the name of the city in Wales, so I got to do some research and see what I can do for that. Challenging one.
Well, you're good at that. You always get it right, man.
Yeah, I generally do. Yeah. Like
it's me, the one who's getting it wrong all the time.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. It's all about confidence, You say it confidently. That's half the battle. It really is.
Until you get an email from one of the players like, hey, listen, that's not my name.
That's not my name. That's not my name. It's funny, as you get a foul there against Miami, Jacksonville with a free kick, and there's your first yellow card of the match given to Miami. As David Sanfilippo set to come off for the Dutch Lions. In his place, Giacomo Tomasina will enter the game.
So you think that's a Italian name, possibly?
Giacomo Tomasina, probably. I mean, I've noticed some Italian influence on this roster.
Yeah.
It's not Dutch. I know that. But we don't have enough Vanders or Vandens on this team for my liking as a Dutchman. We need some real good Dutch names on there. I got robbed, by the way, when it comes to the name thing. My mom's side is the Dutch side, so I didn't get a good Dutch name. Here's Anselin, drops it back to Thomas. Thomas into the box, cleared away by Miami. McCallum tries to keep it in. Here's Schweikert converging with Erb. This one's still alive, and will be a throw-in for Jacksonville. I got robbed. I didn't get a Dutch name.
Yeah, Weber's not very Dutch.
It's
is
not.
It?
No, it's from the English side of the family. Way back when, many generations. Not quite like you. But Weber is a pretty English last name.
Yeah. And I'm not actually English. I just moved there.
Yeah. Well, you're born in New Jersey, right?
Yeah, born in New Jersey. Yeah,
but you were there in your childhood.
We're both a bit weird, aren't we? You're supposedly Dutch, walking around with a Holland jersey on, and I'm supposed to be English.
I was born in Saudi Arabia. Go figure that out.
Oh, mate.
Here's Paul Danner. As you mentioned, Jacksonville playing with a lot more possession in the back here in the second half as things have really slowed down. The pace of this thing has. You've seen Jeremy Costi touch it a whole lot more in the second half than we did in the first 45 minutes as we enter minute number 76. Antonio Illuminato ahead to Alex Iarides. He battles with Ebisua, and it's Koshe Ebisua who keeps this ball alive. The only goal scorer of the year thus far for Miami. He's got 3. He scored 3 against Global Soccer Pathways in the lone victory of the season for Miami. The foul committed by Parks Harris, and it'll be a free kick for Jacksonville.
I've been very impressed with him, the 7th for Miami, Koshe Ebisua. He's been absolutely fantastic.
Oh, nice through ball. Here's Keegan Anselin giving chase. Anselin on the edge of the 18, works his way in, cuts it back, takes a shot, and into the back of the net. Keegan Anselin, the substitute, makes it 3-0 Jacksonville.
Talk about come on and make an impression. That is absolutely fantastic. And you know what the thing is? I've actually heard from a lot of the players and coaching staff of the club, his finishing. He gets himself in areas, and it's almost you put your mortgage on it. What a finish this is.
Gorgeous
right
cut back into the side netting.
Great feet. Loses the defender on the chop with the left. Gets it over to his right and just perfection with the finish. Inside of the foot. Not a problem. Anselin gets his name on the score sheet. Brilliant stuff.
First goal of the season for Keegan Anselin, and the 3rd straight year that he has scored a goal for the Jacksonville Armada. Had 1 in 2022, 1 in 2023, and now adds his name to the score sheet here in 2024. Another substitute, by the way, for Miami. You see Nicolo Ferraro coming off. Looks like they're making a couple changes over there on the far side. We'll get you those names here in just a moment. As Jacksonville goes ahead 3-0 here in the 76th minute. No.
And just when we thought they were taking the foot off the gas.
Yeah, I know. Well, maybe not.
Not the Armada, right? Not the Armada. Top of the league. And they're doing it with a bang. They're doing it with a bang tonight.
Well, and look, that was one of those keys to the match, right? It's just, if you're going to be a serious club, you have to completely forget the first time you played this team and you won 4-0. You need to go out there and do it again. You need to put that same effort forth every time you step out onto the pitch. Here's Thiago Mendes, who just came into the game for Miami.
And that's exactly what you want to see, because a lot of pressure has been put on Kafif, I think, to be that sort of number 9 that's able to get hold of the ball. But if you've got an Anselin as well, and you add that to the equation, you've got 2 players, top-level players, similar stature, both, recognizable in the goal scoring part of this team. But he's doing well now, getting hold of the ball and being able to get turned in those areas. So this is exciting stuff for the Armada to see, going into the final stages of the season as well.
And just on an absolutely gorgeous night here. This ball sent ahead, flags up, unfortunately, for Kyle Hughes, who takes that shot off the left foot. But we've got one heck of a sunset going on here. A little battle of the sunsets tonight in Jacksonville. It is absolutely gorgeous on this Jacksonville University campus here at Southern Oaks Stadium for tonight's Jacksonville Armada matchup against Miami Dutch Lions. If you're not out here, well, you're missing out. But you're watching on our stream, so thank you. Thank you for that. Appreciate that. Love to see it. 79th minute, Jacksonville will play it back. We mentioned substitutes. Another for Miami, Mateo Amatuna coming into the game. We've got a Giacomo and a Mateo enter the game. I would like Jamal Johnson. That was an easy one to say.
Who would have known I'd be here sat in with you?
I know. Not me. Long ball sent ahead, giving chase is Nick Erb on that outside wing. And this will be a goal kick for Miami.
I've been impressed with Nick Erb. You know, I'm impressed with him. He's got some good balls into the box, some fantastic runs, tireless, you know, tons of energy, you know, young lad, just really making his way right now, you know, really making his way, and he's got his opportunity now, and I'm very, very happy to see that he's been able to get extended minutes. Both of the outside backs have been able to get extended minutes, and it's, you know, it's priceless. You know, it's priceless for young kids when they are playing at this level to get these minutes, to get that experience, so they can get to the next level.
And we've seen it at that wing back position this year. That has certainly been one of the more inexperienced positions this year. They're going to say the flag is up on that. That looked like a beautiful ball. But Micah Thomas gets called for the offside there. But we've seen really two really young guys excelling in those wingback spots in Micah Thomas and Ryan Paul this season.
And it's something that we've seen year after year, right?
Yeah.
You know,
here's Parks Harris centering pass. A bit of a whiff there by Schweikert. Throws the hand up as a my bad, but Jacksonville still able to clear. This will be an Armada throw-in.
I mean, I'm sure you could name a few of the fullbacks that have played at the Armada. With that back three and you've got your wing-backs getting forward, it's, you know, that's where we really saw Ethan Dudley play originally, playing on that outside left back, being able to get forward, score goals. Now we've seen it with the likes of Micah Thomas, and now Nick Herb's coming along, Ryan Paul's coming along. And these are all players that are out of Jacksonville.
Yeah, all Jacksonville FC guys getting their opportunity to play for the hometown club, which is just really cool. I mean, we talked about those international players, but we got some local guys too in this area who could certainly play. I mean, you saw it from Keegan. It's here. Micah Thomas makes a run down the near side. Crosses. And this one's going to be kept in maybe by Kyle Hughes. He does. He keeps it in. No, he doesn't. All right, we'll just throw the flag up there. Why not? Come on.
Such a live
ruin the good story there. Kyle chased that thing down with all his might. I had a good chat with him before the game just about the pronunciation of his name and how upset I am that it's pronounced the way it is. I thought it was KO.
How upset you are.
I'm upset that he pronounces his name the way he does, yes. Because when we were first told, the pronouncers, shout out Big Lou, I was told KO. And I was like, yes! You know, because he can deliver the KO punch.
Oh, my word.
And it's great, you know, us broadcasters, we need ththese things. Here's Iarides, middle, through, McCallum.
Time.
Oh, McCallum loses track of it and it falls to Wallace. He was onside, I believe.
He was onside.
Flag did not go up. That is a huge missed opportunity.
And the thing was, he had enough time, which he did, have a look at the linesman to know that you're actually on.
Here's Thomasina, Parks Harris with a cross, but nobody there.
You don't want to say anything too negative, but that is just...
Here's this chance for McCallum.
You just got to put away. Fantastic ball through from Iarides, and just the finish was lacking there.
Tried to get a little tricky with it, it looks like.
You just got to get your name on the score sheet. Get yourself on the score sheet. Go and celebrate tonight. You've scored. You've got to win. Perfect way to get out and about on a Saturday, which they shouldn't be doing at all, which they probably will.
Here's a cross in by Miami. Callum playing nearly 83 minutes.
Brilliant feat.
Worthy of a nice water to hydrate after this thing. He's 22. It's cool. There's a yellow card delivered for Miami, their second of the match.
Kyle Hughes there causing trouble. You know, this team has just got so many options, you know, and it's similar players coming on and doing the same job, you know, and there's 0 to none on the drop off here, right? It's just remarkable how they all come on and just make an impact. Anson's come on and make an impact.
You got to say a lot of that has to do with the coaching. I mean, you talked about the drilling that Coach Tommy Krzanovich and his staff do every day with these young players and getting them ready for the next level and teaching them these skills. As Iarides gets taken down to the turf by Ebi Sua, and that's
got to have a talk with him there. Unbelievable
without
touch.
Without a doubt, a yellow card there for number 7.
Unbelievable touch. That'll be on his Instagram. He's got to make a reel out of that. That was unbelievable stuff from Iarides. If we get to the opportunity to see this first touch out of the air, something that you'd see the likes of Vinny Jr. do.
Yeah.
Takes it down on the half touch, gets round his man, and then a chopping tackle to bring him down. Booking. He's into the box there. They're in deep waters there if he doesn't make that challenge. But you know.
That's a smart foul from a defender if you're beat like that. You know, you gotta give that one up, give up that yellow card if you're in that position.
Yeah, you can't let him get into the box.
That last yellow card, by the way, to
Ebisua. Just talking about him getting forward and scoring goals, but on the receiving end of an absolute worldie of a first touch from Irides there. Causing problems as he does, though.
Here is Irides on his right foot.
Oy.
On net. Needs to be tipped over by Wallace. Otherwise, that was fine in the twine. What a rip there by Alex Irides from distance.
He's got the ability to do that. As soon as he hits his confidence level up.
Oh, that was dipping. That was a beauty.
Very, 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 very strong attempt on goal there.
That'll result in a Campione Law corner kick for the Jacksonville Armada. Coming towards goal, headed away by Ebisua. Jacksonville still with it in the attacking third, but lots of white shirts back there at this point in the match. And we get ready for another substitution for the Jacksonville Armada. Antonio Illuminato finishes up his first stint of the season with the Fleet, and Miles Shanley will come into this match, the St. Augustine High School former Yellow Jacket, into the lineup for the Armada.
I've been very impressed with him. You know, good first game back. Him and Vaccaro, you know, have given a very good account of themselves, both being able to create and being in the high percentage. You know, Illuminato started off in the 10 role. He found himself picking up the ball from the centre-backs and being able to create from deeper. Very good account of himself tonight. Well done.
You take off a playmaking midfielder, bring in a central defender in Miles Shanley. And pretty clear where this one's going the rest of the way for the few minutes that remain here at Southern Oaks Stadium as we enter the 87th minute. Foul there on Jacksonville.
Yeah, they'll just look to they'll concede a little bit now, just fall back, you know, save the legs, keep the ball in possession, sit back, wait for them to just make mistakes in there. Just like that, Tobin Count picking up in their half, breaking away.
Sends it ahead, Keegan Anslin. Inside the
what
box,
a
leaves
touch
it for
back.
Kyle Hughes and into the back of the net.
Tell you what, we've seen some stuff here tonight. Absolutely tremendous stuff there from Anslin. Gets himself in the right area, right time, and we've seen Real Madrid, Guti years ago did it. Gets himself through one-on-one, but has that awareness just to know who's coming in behind him. It's got a better opportunity to maybe get a shot off. And it's a deft touch there, back heel to just lay it right in front of his mate with the easiest of finishes that he makes no mistake with as well. Fantastic stuff.
That's a gorgeous assist from Keegan Anslin. The Fletcher Senator now has a goal and an assist on the night as he sets up the Welshman Kyle Hughes in what would have been a KO punch to end this thing. Just saying.
You used it anyway.
I'm using it anyways. I don't care. I'll get it in there.
Brilliant stuff, though. Absolutely fantastic.
And that was right after you take off an offensive player for a defensive player. You're still able to go and get that fourth goal of the match. We'll get that score bug there updated for you here in just a moment. But 4-0 now for Jacksonville as they take a similar scoreline to the match they had 2 weeks ago down in Miami when they beat the Dutch Lions 4-0.
And it was actually, I mean, as a player, you know, you look at certain
you saw
moments,
it coming as it was happening.
Yeah,
by the way.
it's just, as a player, you just see these moments and it's like, you know, it's just absolutely fantastic to be able to relate them to certain times that you've been watching football, right? This is going back now 15 to 20 years ago, I think, maybe even, 15 years ago when, you know, the likes of Ronaldo and, you know, David Beckham were at Real Madrid. Guti's got himself through. He's literally one-on-one with a goalkeeper and he's able to stand up a ball with a back heel to set up Zidane with an open goal finish. And that's exactly what we've just seen there. At NPSL level, Jacksonville Armada, you know, these kids have got ideas. These players have got ideas, and this is the platform to be able to go out and show it. And they're doing that. They're doing that. Another 4-0 victory at home for the Armada, and it's fantastic to see.
At least 4.
I mean,
we still got a couple minutes to go here, Jamal. I'm just saying, you know, you never know here.
But they seem as though they're going to win 4-0.
Okay, all right. You say so. See if the flag goes up, as it does. Kyle Hughes looking for a second, but a little too eager there, and the offside is called. As mentioned, it'll be these same two teams 1 week from tonight on the same field here at Southern Oak Stadium on the campus of Jacksonville University. That's an interesting dynamic, back-to-backs with a week separation. Really, it's going to end up being 3 times in 4 weeks that these two teams meet. But that is the quirk of the NPSL Gulf Coast Sunshine Conference this year. And the Armada will get another opportunity to take on these Miami Dutch Lions 1 week from tonight. And I'm going to probably use the exact same first key to the match, by the way, because you got to make it a whole brand new game. You have to obviously learn from this. You obviously see the things you did well, and Keegan Anselin is going to have plenty of things that he can see that he did well in this match. And as a substitute, just coming on in those final 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. Evan
Schweikert down for the moment. He'll pop back up. This ball ahead looking for Parks Harris of Miami. He gives chase. Fresh legs as the substitute. 1v1 with Paul Danner, the defenseman for the Armada. Leave there by Miami. Falls to Mateo Amatuna. Sends it into the box, but here's Shanley to clear. And now Hughes will break the other way for Jacksonville. Just 1 minute of stoppage time in this one.
I think he's straight offside again now.
And yes, indeed, Alex Iaridi's offside as we are in the final minute of play here at Southern Oak Stadium. As it looks like it's probably going to end 4-0, as it does. There's your final whistle, Jamal Johnson. A 4-0 victory for the Jacksonville Armada. They get it done at home against the Miami Dutch Lions on a beautiful performance by the boys in blue. We're going to take a quick break right here on the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 network. When we come back, we'll take a look at your final stats and some highlights from tonight's matchup against the Dutch Lions. People helping people. It's at the core of what Alive Credit Union is all about, and it's been that way for over 70 years. From 1954 to 2024, the mission remains to inspire financial wellness and give you a financially fit lifestyle. Alive Credit Union and its employees are committed to not only serving their valued members, but also our community here in Northeast Florida. That commitment includes a partnership with the Action Sports Jacks 24/7 team as the presenting sponsor of all Armada men's and women's broadcasts this summer. Action Sports Jacks and Alive Credit Union, a partnership that just makes sense when it comes to covering Northeast Florida. Alive Credit Union's commitment to our community also involves serving the financial needs of our first responders through the recent merger partnership with City and Police Federal Credit Union. Join the community and become a member of Alive Credit Union today. Find out the many ways you can be inspired in financial wellness at alivecu.coop.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow, how much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
This is Jacksonville University. It's not just a perfect place for sunny waterfront beauty shots. Although, here you choose the future you want. How? By defining it yourself. You customize your path and make it one of a kind. You want to build a future where you decide what impact you make? You want to create a life that's limited by nothing but your own ingenuity? You've come to the right place.
Hey everyone, Olivia Tasley here from Action Sports Jacks to tell you all the different ways you can watch our new 24/7 network. 3 easy steps. You don't even need a pen and paper to write it down. Step number 1, download the app. Search Action News Jacks in your app store either on your phone or your smart TV. Then, once you're on the app, click on that little drop-down menu in the upper left-hand corner with the 3 little lines. That'll show you these options, and boom, right here, click Action Sports Jacks 24/7, and you will be brought to our continuous stream channel. That app can be accessed through all these different platforms, whether you have Roku, Fire TV, Smart TV, Apple TV, or Google TV. You can find our app. Now, if you don't have access to the app, don't worry. We still got you covered. We're across all social media platforms from Facebook, Instagram, X, X, YouTube, Twitch. We have a podcast channel. Plus, check out our short reels on our TikTok. Action Sports Jax 24/7. It's on all the time and everywhere.
New to town or always been in town, everyone is always looking for a good pizza place. Our place is Donato's Pizza. We love it and still do love it. When I tell my family I'm coming to Donato's, they say, wait a minute, you got to order some for us. So this is not all for me. Let me tell you what the Martinos get when we put an order in. Well, pepperoni pizza, we usually get more than one of these. And then there's the works, a little bit of everything. And then this is the pizza that can be polarizing for some out there. I don't know why. Hawaiian pizza, some love it, some don't. At Donato's, you're going to love it, especially with that cinnamon sprinkled on top. Try the pizza my family likes or try your favorite. Right now, you can use the code Brent20 and get 20% off your order. Every viewer and listener is important to us, and at Donato's Pizza, every piece is important. From fresh ingredients to the dedicated team members and you, the valued customer. Donato's Pizza, where every piece comes together for a winning combination. Jax Beach and Mandarin locations. Donato's Pizza, every piece is important.
Guess who's back?
Get your tickets at JacksonvilleArmada.com. When you think sports, you think Action Sports Jax, the official station of the Jaguars, on location for every game. But the most experienced team in town doesn't stop there. From high school football to the big events in the area, Action Sports Jax is always on. Now, we take that to a new level. Action Sports Jax 24/7 is around-the-clock coverage of the teams you love and the moments you can't miss. The best local sports in Jacksonville on Action Sports Jax 24/7. Welcome back to Southern Oak Stadium. You see the head coach Tommy Krzanovich meeting up with Section 904 after a victorious 4-0 outing against the Miami Dutch Lions. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Stuart Weber here along with Jamal Johnson. And for the Armada, 2 goals in the first half, 2 goals in the second half. Just an all-around strong performance from the boys in blue.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. You know, a night great first half play with great intensity, lots and lots of chances, as you can see. A lot of chances going begging also, but here's the first one. Great cutback, good cut across. Oliver Muller-Jensen causing trouble as he does. Brilliant ball across with Zettel inside just to get a finish off. Here's the second. Oliver OMJ getting himself on the score sheet and the assist. He did absolutely brilliantly tonight.
And that makes it 2-0 at the half. Jacksonville certainly had its chances, had those opportunities, and that guy in that number 7 jersey was involved in most of it in the first 45 minutes of action. In the second half, Jacksonville continued to pour it on. Tobin McCallum taking some shots. Here's Keegan Anselin just with a thing of beauty, cutting it back to his right foot, and the Fletcher Senator puts it into the back of the net.
He came on and done his stuff, mate. Absolutely brilliant. Choppy. Left foot, gets himself inside and gets a cut into the bottom corner, but here's a chance. And this sheer class from Anselin again. On for Kyle Hughes' finish there for the fourth. Brilliant stuff.
Yeah, Kyle Hughes with a KO punch to end it. I'm still doing it. I don't care.
We love you, and we're going to call you KO.
KO. we love it all. We're going to do it all. Jacksonville with a 4-0 victory. You take a look at the final stats. And, I mean, that is indicative of a 4-0 victory. 17-3 on the shots, 10 of them on frame. That's a number I like to see. Get as many of those things on frame, make that keeper work for it for sure. Of course, 10 times offside. You probably want to cut back on that a little.
Anxious to score. They want to anxious to score, and that's what you want.
Certainly what will happen when you're pushing this thing forward is the Jacksonville Armada pick up a 4-0 victory at home against the Miami Dutch Lions. They'll be back at it 1 week from tonight, right back here at Southern Oak Stadium against the same Miami Dutch Lions FC team. So we certainly hope you come out to that one at JU. If you can't make it, you can watch it right here on the Action Sports Jax 24/7 network. Have a great night, everyone.
Ancla Dorada. The official bear of your Jacksonville Armada.
Thank you for making Action News Jax the best in Jax and Folio's Best of Jax 2023. Best TV station, Best TV newscast, Best TV morning show. Chandler Morgan voted Best TV anchor. The Chief, Mike Burrish, voted Best meteorologist. And Brent Martineau voted Best TV sports anchor. And while you're on the go, Best news website and Best local blog, the Burrish blog. Thank you for making Action News Jax local coverage you can count on.
What started out as better people, better projects just keeps getting, well, better. That's Better Exterior Solutions, ready to help you create a better outdoor experience. Check this out. Motorized pergolas are the latest in technology to transform your outdoor space. Beautiful day? Let the sun shine through. Summer rainstorm? These pergola systems close automatically to keep the weather out. From residential to commercial uses, Better Exterior Solutions has products customized to meet virtually any existing architectural structure. With retractable awnings, screens, and hurricane shutters too, if you want unparalleled quality and expertise, you need Better Exterior Solutions. Get a free estimate by visiting betterexteriors.com or calling 904-902-4999. Better Exterior Solutions. Experience better.
Imagine a brokerage platform that gives agents the flexibility to move between comp plans so that they can spend their entire career in one place while earning stock and recruiting other agents. And imagine the entire enterprise is created and backed by a proven industry innovator. Now imagine this platform already exists. Imagine you own this platform. Imagine how large you can grow. How much revenue share you could earn. Just imagine.
Everyone loves a good game night. Here you don't have to be the host. You don't have to clean up. They bring the food and drinks to you, and you can watch whatever you want on the big screens. It's more than a card room. It's a night full of fun with friends. Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, and now the newest location here in St. Augustine, right off 95 at exit 311. A brand new clean room, a full bar and menu, my favorite sushi in town. And I love the fries too. You don't have to just play poker at Best Bet. That's why I come over here to the table games and play one card poker. That's a pretty good card and a win. One card poker is like war as a kid, you against the dealer. And this isn't the only fun table game to play. A friendly staff, a lot of fun. It's a good night out at Best Bet Jacksonville Orange Park and the newest location in St. Augustine. You can be a serious player or a novice. It doesn't matter. If winning equals fun, you're a winner every time at Best Bet. I'll save you a seat, and I'll see you down here at Best Bet St. Augustine.
International soccer returns this summer. Don't miss your chance to see teams from the biggest league in the world in Jacksonville as they compete for their first trophy of the season, the Stateside Cup. Be there when Premier League clubs Wolves and West Ham take the pitch July 27th at Everbank Stadium, home of the Jaguars. With the series trophy on the line, competition will be fierce. Tickets on sale now for as low as $35. Buy your tickets today at statesidecup.com.
The friendliest golf course in town, the Golf Club at Southampton. Local golfers have no shortage of options when it comes to picking a course to play here in Northeast Florida year-round. Yet time and time again, I find myself here at the Golf Club at Southampton. Easy to get to off 210 in St. Johns County. It's family-owned and operated and renowned for being one of the area's most player-friendly. That's just one of the reasons we hold the Action Sports Jax Dream 18 charity golf tournament here each fall. The Mark McCumber design layout is great for all skill levels of golfers, from the guys who bomb it a mile on the range to golfers like me who are just happy to put it in the fairway, which Southampton has very accommodating fairways. And if you need new clubs, come down to the Pro Shop. They'll fit you up and get you a nice new set, like they did for me. For more information on membership or to book a tee time and see for yourself, head over to golfsouthampton.com or call the clubhouse at 904-287-7529. The Golf Club at Southampton. It's the official home of the Action Sports Jax Dream 18. Make it your home for golf, too.